So how much of this pod is talking about how ICE is now running TSA?
Most of it.
Okay.
Most of it.
Because I think that's cool.
Do you want to kiss? You want to kiss?
You can't do this to every guest.
I can. I will.
Did you? Okay, so you said that to Colin and Maddie?
Well, obviously not to Maddie.
I'm also recording this for my safety.
Okay, that's fine. You're allowed, and you are allowed. And hey, that's your right. And my lawyers advise me to just be chill about that kind of stuff.
Yes.
All aboard! Hey, what's the big idea? Oh! Excuse me! Oh my God! Yeah, where is it? Yeah, I thought maybe over there. Hey, watch where you're fucking going.
Welcome.
Fuck, I think I just stepped in dog crap or something.
Welcome.
Would you look at that?
Welcome to Welcome to Tinkertown.
Hey.
Podcast where we tinker around and look at your town. My name is Noah Marger, as always. Welcome back. Pod's actually out now. No, actually. No, I guess it is.
Yeah,
On
as of
Wednesday.
this releasing.
As of this releasing, it's been out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to the show. My guest today is a comedian who's performed all around the country, opened for Tim Dillon, and has a comedy show called Meatball Rollout. It's in Hollywood, California, USA. Be there. Do you have a date for the next one?
We do.
Do you want to announce it for the first time on this show?
Yes,
when
we
is
do. It's May 9th.
May 9th during the Netflix show.
That was very
festival.
intentional. We're calling it Meatball as a joke.
Which it is.
And we're okay.
Which been on the show a lot of times. It's a fucking joke.
True.
It's a disaster.
You've shared the stage with some amazing people.
Yep.
And you've worn interesting things.
He's wearing that for an amazing reason.
Yes, you wore a jockstrap one time.
Yeah.
And your ass was out.
Fully
and I
out.
think you were doing like a strip tease.
Yep.
That was
normal.
Dude, that was wild.
It was normal to do at the Meatball show. That's why I'm saying it's a disaster.
Yes. I'm watching you up there and I was like, this is my passion, I guess.
It's an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah, but May 9th, Meatball
9th.
is a joke. We're going to try to basically steal all of the branding for the Netflix festival, like
That's
the way
smart.
that their posters look, and just
Yeah.
try to like act as if it's part of it.
That's good.
And just try to get anyone we can. Try to dupe real comedians.
You
into
do
being on
not
the
have
show.
to trick comics to get them to do stage
That's
time.
true. That's
I
true.
don't
But the
think-
big guys.
Big guys.
And we're back.
SpongeBob Big Guy.
We were talking about SpongeBob Big Guy.
This is the first time Connor's been in my apartment. Did I intro you? Did I say your name before?
You know,
I
you
just
said my name. I'm Connor.
Wait, I didn't say it.
Yeah. Or
Did
no,
I?
say it.
I said, fuck. God!
Say my name.
Say my name. Not quite my farting.
Not quite my tink sniff.
Not quite my tick sniff. Please welcome Konner Kienzle to the show.
Oh, hey guys. Great to be here.
Thanks for having,
this
for
is-
having me.
This
for having
is
me,
the
bro.
first time I've been in your apartment.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, walking into here, I was getting like backrooms vibes.
It's very backroom.
Like in the hallway leading into here, I was
Yeah.
like, this is kind of spooky.
it is not good looking.
But,
It's not good
but in
looking.
here, it's nice. You have a big mirror,
Everyone is obsessed.
so you can
with the
watch
mirror.
yourself.
Jack off.
No.
No.
I was going to say you can watch yourself play games.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep chill. Is something
Yeah,
we were
what's
ta-
deep?
Oh, yeah,
what's
so
deep chill?
We were talking about this right off the rip. Right off the rip, some could say. Shout out to the rip.
You're doing really good.
Thank you. Okay. Can I just want to say the rip thing one more time. I think if I have one more shot at the rip thing, I think I could really nail
Let's get room tone for a second.
it. Okay, we'll just get room tone real quick. Yeah, so like right off the rip, starring Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Yes, nailed it.
Apparently that movie, I think Matt Damon was talking about this, how like they were being really pressured. You know that whole thing with like two-screen viewing where like Netflix is like, we need to
need you to
repeat lines of exposition constantly because people are going to watch this while they're on their phone. And so Matt Damon apparently was like complaining about that in some interview. that like the script for
course.
that they kept trying to do the like 2-screen.
Yeah, they're like, we want to make sure the dumbest people alive can still enjoy this movie while they're looking at their porn on their phone or whatever they're doing while the rip is on at their job where TVs just play or
Exactly.
whatever. So stupid.
Okay.
Sort of the state of the industry is stupid, I would say.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Well, obviously that's most of the pod.
Or we won't.
Well, a little bit. We'll get into it a little bit. We'll make a compromise. We'll get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you live in New York, but you're in LA.
Yes.
You pretty much come to LA every single month. It's pretty much like you didn't leave.
Yeah. It's almost like I didn't need to move out of my apartment. It's almost like I didn't need to sign a new lease. It's almost like I
Shake up
didn't
your
need
entire
to
life.
just, blow up a very healthy relationship. It's almost like none of that needed to happen.
Yeah, isn't that interesting how that works?
Yeah. We'll circle back on that.
I think, well, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm like, I told you not to bring that up, even though I brought it up.
Even though I'm the one who brought it up completely voluntarily.
But yes, I moved to New York, but I come back pretty often.
Yeah.
But I'm from LA, born and raised.
From Whittier. Let's be real.
Hold on.
This is the whole point of the show.
Everyone fucking does this, man. They go, where are you from? I go, I'm from LA. They go, where? I say Whittier. They go, that's not LA.
Well, it's not.
It's LA County.
Of course it's LA County. It's not LA proper. That's the whole show, Connor. Fuck. It's the whole fucking show.
Okay, yeah, I'm from Whittier.
From Whittier. I have actually been to Whittier multiple times.
To do what?
Well, you're going to love this. My sibling went to Whittier fucking college.
Ooh.
For 2 years.
Yes.
First year they went to school. Their first year of college was 2019 into 2020.
Yeah.
And so they got fucking cut off, obviously, because of the pandemic.
We'll get into that.
Not a fan. Well, obviously we'll get into that as a
We'll get into Fauci and the Beagle Farm and all that good stuff.
What's the Beagle Farm?
You want to know about this?
Yeah.
And then let's get into
Beagle
this,
Farm.
and then let's get back to Whittier College because I have a few keynote things to say.
Well, I'm more interested in the Beagle Farm.
No, okay. So
than the
apparently,
vaccine.
one of my good buddies, Garrett Witzel, who I used to do 2 Skippies with.
2 Skippies. Listen to the episode with Oba. That was the only one I listened to.
Yes. Well, okay.
I'll listen to more.
But that my buddy Garrett, his mom is like super, like MAGA conservative.
She should be on the pod.
And I came over once. This was deep into COVID, and she goes, "Did you see what Fauci's doing with the Beagles?" And I go, "What?" And she shows me like some like microwave meme or something,
Jesus.
where it's basically saying that like Fauci like orchestrated this like beagle farm where they were putting beagles into a cage, and then she's like, they have beagles in a cage, and then like flies eat their face.
Cool.
And I said, Roxanne, what the fuck are you talking about?
Damn. And she thinks that was like the progenitor of COVID?
I don't even know what she thinks, but she literally said that. She was like, yeah, he has a beagle farm where they're like abusing beagles. And it's like, I think she was saying like, and they're also testing COVID.
She was trying to use that as like character assassination on Fauci,
A
basically.
1,000,000%.
To be like, we shouldn't be listening to this guy. When the vaccine comes out, that's actually mind control.
Yes.
And I'm actually not under the mind control powers of Donald J.
Yes.
Trump, and I'm normal.
So yeah, that was my little story about that.
Would you say that that's a typical resident of Whittier, California?
Kinda. Well, no.
Cool.
Okay. Whittier, I would say, is one thing that stands out to me about Whittier is there are a lot of conservative Latinos there.
This is a very interesting thing that we're seeing in today's day of age.
Yes.
Latinos who are like,
Like
send them back.
this segues perfectly into the research I did for this segment.
Yes.
No, but in Whittier, there's definitely a lot of Latino people that like are older, and they're kind of like, "Hey, I came here the right way. You
Perfect.
didn't, and you're
Yeah.
messing it up for me. Get out."
Perfect.
It is a little, it gets a little nasty there sometimes in that regard.
It seems to me, and because I've been there multiple times, I've been there because my sibling went to college there for a little bit, did their second year online, and then transferred back to Lewis and Clark College in Oregon.
Okay.
And then our mutual friend Molly Renzi
Yes.
is from Whittier.
Yes.
And I've actually been to her childhood home before.
Which is so close to my childhood home.
Really?
Like literally, it's like a 2-minute walk away.
And you guys didn't
And I
know each
never
other?
knew her.
That's crazy to me, bro.
I know.
Well, she's a little younger than us.
Yeah, and she went to like a different school.
She was in a Catholic school,
She was,
right?
she was in a different school.
She went to a different school.
We
You didn't
dated,
know her.
but no one knew her, and she was in a different school.
Well, obviously, as she's from Canada. She
yeah,
went to a
yeah.
different
But yeah,
school.
she was like Catholic school vibes, so we didn't really cross paths.
But you're kind of Catholic school vibes, right?
No.
Well, obviously, you didn't go there.
I went to catechism for a little bit in Whittier at St. Bruno's Catholic church.
What is catechism?
I don't know why it's called that. It's like has like this very like weird like old Roman.
I think we know why it's called that. I think we all know why it's called that. It's
it
the
was
most epic shit in the world.
It was like an after school church program that I would go to on Thursdays.
youth group style.
It was not necessarily a youth group. It was like a classroom setting with a teacher. So it would be like all kids like of the same age, like third graders would be in a class. And then the teacher would like teach us about the lesson of the day type of thing. And I hated it.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
I was a problem in that class.
What were you doing? What were you getting up to?
I was just always talking and being annoying. Like there was one time, the fun little thing. I had a, you remember those Fooey monkey heads? The erasers that look like a little monkey.
Oh, yeah.
So I had a pencil with a Fooey monkey head on it, eraser top, and then I had like a little pencil gripper that was like furry on it.
Nice.
So it was like this thing that didn't really look like a pencil; it looked more like a talisman. And so I would hold it.
Looked like an ancient
Yes,
talisman.
it looked
from
like,
China.
yeah, an ancient talisman. I'm in catechism. I'm 8 years old. I had this thing, and I would start using it, and I would look at kids next to me, and I'd go, "I curse you."
Yes, bro.
I go, "I curse you."
That's so sick.
And the teacher got wind of this, and she like in front of the class, she was like, "What are you doing with that?" And I go, "Oh, it's like a fun thing." And she
I'm
says,
just putting an ancient Chinese curse on these kids, basically.
Yeah, basically just some dark Chinese magic. She's like, "Why are you saying like you curse you? Like you shouldn't be saying that." She was giving me the whole God thing.
Obviously.
She's like, "You shouldn't be doing that. It's satanic. It's unholy." And she like digs into me in front of the class, makes me stand up, takes the Fooey monkey head, and she goes, "You're not getting this back."
Whoa.
Puts it in her desk. And then as she like turns around, like under my breath, I'm like, "I curse you."
Yes,
And
dude.
the people next to me in my class were kind of like giggling about it. Bro, get this. I'm not kidding you. Next week, she comes back to catechism. She's like, "Guys, there's been some unfortunate event in my life."
Whoa.
She says, "My car was stolen. Everything was stolen from my car. And they found it under the freeway overpass, the 605, and it had been lit on fire."
No fucking
So
shit.
her car was stolen and then lit on fire, and then they found it, and they're like, "Well, your car's fucked."
And you're sitting in the back of the class flipping a coin with a toothpick in your mouth going, "Sucks to suck, bitch."
Aviators on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I did not do well in catechism.
Real. Sounds like you actually did very well, but like for opposite reasons.
Yes. I was kind of a class clown
Yeah.
in a setting where they really hate that.
Damn.
It's not, yeah. In Catholic school, if you're a class clown, it's like they see you as like satanic. Like it's
Yeah.
not like fun anymore.
They see you as a Jew. Whoa!
And we're going to go to commercial.
We'll be right back. I'm actually Jewish. So I'm sure
I'll say one more thing on that.
You can say whatever you want.
That's great.
Well, yeah. Hey, when you're on this podcast, think of it as the comedy mothership in Austin, Texas. You can let it fucking rip.
Yeah, we're just kind of in the green room. We're just kind of chopping our teeth. It's a walled garden.
It's a walled garden. And they actually don't want anyone coming in, dude.
Yeah.
That's why. They're so fucking afraid, dude.
It's a walled garden, man. But in that same catechism, like Catholic school, my older brother, the one who's like in the military.
Yeah. The one who liked it.
Well, no, at the time. So he became very religious after he left the military. He's very religious now.
But he wasn't going in.
Growing up, he was not at all. He was perhaps the most anti out of all of us. So I bring this up because
That's wild.
I was like class clown, like having, little fun times.
Yeah.
He, in one of his classes, they were trying to teach creationism, like Adam and Eve, basically.
You have to.
And he just started going like, "That's not real." He's like, "No." He's like, evolution is like, science is real. Evolution is what happened. Adam and Eve is fake. He was like being like really adamant about it with the teacher, and
He's
they got
being very Reddit about it.
Yes.
They were the most Reddit boy
him
in
and
the
the
class.
teacher were having like a full-blown argument about it. She sends him out of the class into like the little like discipline closet that they had.
Oh, not
And
the
I'm-
discipline closet, bro.
I'm not kidding you. It's like Matilda in the little discipline closet. They bring a priest in to do an exorcism on him.
You can't be putting a priest and a kid in a closet alone together,
Dude,
Connor.
don't leave the baby in the discipline closet with the
Oh,
priest.
that's crazy as fuck.
That is what happened. And they literally, the priest was like, they were like, we're going to do an exorcism on him. And they like told my mom, and she was like, "What the hell?" And then we kind of like stopped going like shortly after that.
I can't. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But obviously it worked because he's religious now.
He's really, dude, he went to
Clearly
the,
it fucking worked.
he went to the military, and then he became super religious. And
That's-
he loves God.
That's so weird.
I know. He had a full 180.
Have you investigated that?
Hey,
with
sometimes you just got to go to another country and get shot at.
him? And you say, actually, God is real.
Actually, white Jesus is kind of amazing.
I love the idea of Jesus being white, and I'm going to tell everyone about it.
Yes, so he had a little bit of
I went to the country where Jesus was literally from, and I came back saying that was a white guy, actually.
Hold on.
That's so fucking.
So that's, yeah. So that's Saint. I don't know if that was in your research,
No, we didn't get to that.
but that's Saint Bruno's. So I went to church there for a long time.
Let's go check out.
I think I also mentioned whack, but we don't need to bring that up. But
because it was whack.
yeah, that was the Christian church that was a lot more chill and fun.
Right next to Leffingwell Elementary School.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
brother.
this
And-
is exciting.
And the Lucky Pig.
Yes.
And the Whitwood.
Dude,
Town
this is
Center.
like talking to like an AI chatbot that's like actually chill and cool.
That's the fucking worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Kind of want to end the show. Not just this episode. I want to cancel the release of this show. That's fucked up, dude.
Okay.
St. Bruno Catholic Church. I normally don't do this live, but should we look at some bad reviews of St. Bruno's Catholic Church? Because I do have some. The reason I do make the people do the pre-interview is so that I can go and look at these places and find the craziest reviews of all of them.
And you can actually get the real scoop on the thing. So that when the guest comes on and starts talking, you can be like, actually.
I don't like to do them live because some of the one-star reviews are just like not funny.
Yes.
This one seems pretty good.
So
right off the rip.
this is I mean, I guess you can review any location, but that's crazy. I never thought of reviews for a church.
1-star review from 2 months ago. First time going to mass. I was embarrassed by the priest because I wanted to receive communion in my tongue while kneeling. I was embarrassed by the priest because I wanted to receive communion in my tongue while kneeling. How fucked, bro? Fuck these people. I went to a funeral mass recently. Priests rushed the service and changed the itinerary of the grieving family as they arrived at church. The reception lady was very rude toward the family. That's not funny. That's why I don't do these live because
That first one's crazy.
they're sad. I did look at whack. There wasn't. I don't think I have anything for whack for this, but was whack. Hey, ironically, maybe whack was chiller than St. Bruno.
No, that's the joke in town. It's like St. Bruno's is whack and whack is chill.
Are people really saying that?
That we said, me and my friends would say that back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Because I had a buddy who actually went to whack, his whole family, and I kind of started going with him to
Nice.
because they did a lot of like events.
They
and,
were like a kind of the rock church.
yes,
Yeah.
they were like Christian, kind of mega churchy.
Yeah.
And they were a lot more chill. The pastor would wear like, you know, a t-shirt type of vibe. Because St. Bruno's is like they're doing it in Latin. It's like crazy. It's like crazy shit.
Yeah,
they do it backwards. You don't
They
get
do
to
it backwards?
Well, they would on like I think like one of the Christmas or something. They would read it backwards. Like the priest would face the other way and then read it in Latin.
Whoa.
It was
I don't
really-
know. I'm not Christian. I've only been
Well,
to like church.
clearly.
Clearly, because I'm
Clearly, you're not a man of God.
because I said the
You
Jews
live-
very early on
Yeah.
in this podcast.
Yeah, you
But-
live in sin, but
Well, obviously I live in sin. It's more fun that way.
But yeah, whack was just like mega church, chill vibes. They had a lot of cool concerts. They had this one event that was called Pig Out, which this was very like not a not Christian vibe at all. I don't think, but it was an event where they would invite the kids.
No. Keep going. This is normal.
Hold on,
Pause.
You stop it. They would invite the kids, and it was like a feast event where it was Pig Out. And they'd have like these crazy buffets of just
Yeah.
like chicken tenders and macaroni, like all the good kid
All
food.
the shit you want.
And you would just like pile on your plate and you would just like eat, and then they would do like shit on stage.
Of course.
And it was like eating challenges. It'd be like eat all this whipped cream while your
Dude,
hands are tied behind
I
your back.
fucking hate anything that's like Christian coded like that. And
Yes.
eating challenges are some of the most Christian coded shit on planet Earth.
Yes, it was literally just Christian coded eating challenges while you're eating, and then they would occasionally mention God.
One time I found a guy, I can't remember if it was on TikTok or YouTube, but he was a trick shot guy. And he was a Christian coded trick shot guy.
Oh, wow.
He would do the trick shots. He was really good at them and be like, yeah, basically, so like I like lost my way and then like I found God and like decided to start doing trick shot videos and
Oh
stuff.
my God.
I can't remember if it was TikTok or YouTube, but I'm like, trick shots is another thing that feels very Christian coded at times, like the Dude Perfect guys.
I mean, buddy, I'll say this. I've seen some reels on Instagram sometime where it's like the most incredible ultimate frisbee shot I've ever seen in my life. And I'm
Yes.
like, maybe God is real.
Maybe he only exists on the fucking field when you need him.
Yeah.
Get on one. The Colin Kaepernick got on one knee because he wanted God to help him win the Super Bowl, and people were pissed at him for that. If he had gotten down on both knees, he would have been fine.
Yes, tongue out, communion.
Tongue out communion at St. Bruno's.
I love that. I'm mad because I wanted to get tongue out communion and they wouldn't let me.
They didn't let me. Imagine the priest slapping her tongue, like, get out of here.
But yeah, so that's my church experience.
How would you describe Whittier to someone who had never been to Whittier before?
Well, I can tell you how my dad describes it.
I would really like to hear how your dad
My
describes
conservative father, Steve, he calls it Beverly Hills for Mexicans.
it. Very cool. Very funny, Steve.
I don't endorse that.
I don't endorse
I'm
that
just
either.
saying that is what he has said. And I think he says it from a place of reverence.
For Beverly Hills or for Mexicans?
Well, because he said it before, and I'm like, you can't say that. Hold
Buddy,
on.
the 90s left a while ago.
Yes. They're like drilling in the Whittier Hills. They're like trying to take it back to the 90s. It's like, cut it out.
Stop it.
But that's another issue we can talk about. Drill in Whittier. Like the drilling in the Whittier Hills has been an issue forever there.
They're trying to get oil?
They want to, but the people don't because it's like beautiful and there's a lot of
course.
hiking. We'll get into that
So
later.
that's okay. So you have
That's when we get political about 30 minutes in, when we just can't help ourselves from getting uber political.
We've gotten political right off the bat. We talked about Fauci's Beagle fucking pen like 10 minutes into the episode, maybe less.
Okay, but fuck, what was I talking about? Oh no,
The Hills in Whittier.
But
and your dad.
Specifically, he called it Beverly Hills for Mexicans.
Yeah.
I don't endorse that.
I don't endorse
But
it either. I think it's
he
funny,
would
though.
say it if you asked him to describe it. He would say it because he's like Whittier is a really nice neighborhood, and there's a lot of Latino families that live there, and it's also, and this is true, it's a lot of Latino families that are like well off, like very
Sure.
like middle class, upper middle class.
Yeah.
So his thing on it is he's like, if you're Hispanic and you live in Whittier, it means you probably have made it.
Okay.
Which is interesting but then I'm like, okay, we're white and we're in Whittier. What does that mean? He's like, we're doing fine.
It means that we're not doing well.
I'm like, yeah, it kind of feels like a little shifting scale here, but
What's the flag situation with your dad right now?
that's a great question.
Do you not know?
It's changed because they sold their house.
Oh, that was where the flag was.
That was
off.
where he erected his own flagpole.
Yeah.
This was like October of 2020.
Okay.
He was like, we're doing this now. Builds a flagpole. I think the first two flags he had on it was Make America Great Again.
Very,
I
very
think.
fucking cool.
Yeah, it was Make
Very
America
cool.
Great Again, the classic one, and then below that was the rainbow pride flag.
Yeah, and that's kind of everything. That's like kind of the only thing I know about your dad.
Yes.
Except for the bees situation.
Yeah. I had an old joke about the flagpole, but it's like very much as a gaze for Trump household.
Very interesting vibe.
But he does that because, and my dad's interesting. He's very conservative in a lot of ways, but he's also socially he's very like his oldest son is gay.
Yep.
He loves it. He
loves it.
He loves it.
He's obsessed with the queen.
He's like totally cool with that. He has no issue with trans people, like any of those things.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's very specific weird things. It's like the border wall, like
yeah,
the typical stuff that all of those guys got duped in, and,
Yeah.
and none of it has been addressed
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
But so it was the oldest brother's gay. My dad was like, oh, we'll throw you a bone. So he does the rainbow flag, but then above it, prominently featured above it, is the MAGA flag.
Dude, I want to get your dad on the pod so fucking.
I don't know if you do.
I don't.
And
know
then
if I do
eventually
either, though.
he replaced the rainbow flag with Let's Go Brandon.
Just a flag that says "Let's go, Brandon."
It said Make America Great Again and then Let's Go Brandon.
so. No more gay pride flag.
That was done.
God, that's like how there was like a couple blocks away from here, like maybe even before October 7th, there was an Israel flag and a gay pride flag flying at the same time. And I'm like, you are stupid. You do not understand what is going on at all.
Yeah, it's clearly just trying to like check boxes.
Check boxes or like you just believe something that is incorrect.
Yes.
Or about something. You just have the facts completely wrong.
Well, and it's like if someone sees my house, they're like, oh, I guess, like I said, it's like, oh, I guess that's a gays for Trump household.
Yeah,
But like, but my
guy,
oldest brother is gay, but hates Trump. Like, doesn't like him at all.
So we got literally the.
So it's not
exact
even a gays for
opposite.
Trump household. There's a gay in the household who hates Trump, and then there's the dad who's like trying to meet the gay son in the middle, but also loves Trump.
He's trying to find ways to queen out with your oldest brother.
He's trying to queen out a little bit. I think he thinks it's like cool. He's like, I bet you wouldn't have thought I like gays. I'm kind of an interesting guy.
He's corked up. He's the corked up Trump supporting MAGA dad.
He's like, he's half chub looking at his flagpole with MAGA and the gay flag.
But so that's gone now because of the.
Well,
new
yeah,
house.
they sold the house, so they don't have the flagpole now. But don't you worry. He's got plenty of real estate on the back of his Tacoma.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. The back of the Tacoma has the Trump being shot.
You've seen it. It has the fight.
Yeah.
It's the picture of him with the little
with the shot and the
with
ear.
the single ear piercing. Kind of gay.
That's fucking cunty as hell.
Kind of cunty, kind of gay.
Yeah. Kind of gay. Very interesting vibe.
Very gay, this guy. Steve Kienzle.
Steve. Shout out to Steve. Very interesting guy. Very interesting.
But it's
guy.
the fight, and then I think there's one with Charlie Kirk now.
No, bro. That's
And it says like, we'll remember you, or something. It's like warrior till the end. I don't know what it says. It says something like that.
It's like basically it's the sheet music to We Are Charlie Kirk just on the back of the fucking
yeah.
truck. Okay, so I did have it down here. Whittier is a minority majority city, which means there are more people of a racial minority than there are white Caucasian people in a city.
Yeah.
So like
do you
El
have the
Paso,
actual
Texas.
breakdown on there?
I don't have the numbers. I think it was something between like 55 and 65% Latino.
Yeah, that checks out.
Same with like El Paso is the same way. El Paso's like 82% Latino. It's literally right on the border of Juarez, Mexico, so it makes sense. Same with like Memphis and Baltimore is like more black people there than white people. So like it's always interesting to go to those cities because of crazy people love to be like, we gotta get immigrants out, and it's like, brother, your whole town is
your whole vibe.
Mostly immigrants here.
Yes.
And everyone's an immigrant in one way or another, just depends on how fucking far back you go.
And then, like I mentioned before, like it's one thing for my dad to have the views that he does, but like there are guys his age that he's friends with that are like Latino, like Mexican, some of them even from Mexico, where they're like, they'll just be like, yeah, Trump, get him out, build the wall.
Such an interesting vibe.
And it's just kind of like, okay.
It's so weird, bro.
But that's kind of that's a portion of like the political DNA of Whittier.
You wrote in your, I asked you what neighboring towns did you visit often. You wrote Brea, Fullerton, and sometimes Downey, ... which is terrible.
Yeah.
What's going on with Downey? Why do you have beef with Downey?
I have big time beef with Downey just because back in high school, there would sometimes be like sports games where either we would go to Downey or Downey would come to us, like Downey High School.
They were your rivals?
They were one of our rivals. Our actual rival was in Whittier. It was just Cal High.
Okay.
California High Schools. It was like the neighboring one. And we were both in Whittier, so it was like the Whittier rivalry. But Downey High School, they would show up or we would go there, and they would always try to tell us like Downey was better. And objectively, it's not.
Okay.
Like objectively, it looks like shit. Like
It just
like
looks like dog shit.
it really like Downey. It's literally just like random like factories and like empty lots with like concrete and like metal beams in it.
It sucks.
Surrounded by freeways and then a couple houses and then like some fast food restaurants.
Okay, so
Whittier has like the hills, natural beauty. It's like Whittier is interesting because it's nestled into the hills.
yes.
And it's just like the Whittier Hills is what it's called.
Yeah.
But it's like nestled into it, and there's no freeways that go through Whittier. It's bordered by freeways.
Yeah.
That also means that it can be hard to get around Whittier.
Sure.
It just takes a while. But you don't have freeways slicing through it. You have the hills up against it. As I'm describing, you're like, this sounds nice.
It sounds
Downey
scenic and beautiful.
is further south, crisscrossed by freeways, no hills. It's all flat. And they would show up to our high school and be like, show up at Lucerna, which is a beautiful campus. And they'd be like, dude, Whittier sucks. Downey's where it's at. And I'm like, look around you.
Look around you, brother.
I'm like, I've been to your part of town. No shade, but it's shit.
It's like when we were at Emily's birthday party, and the Amazon guy came to the backyard where the party was going on, and he looked at me and went, "What are you supposed to be, Barney?" And I was like, "Look around you, motherfucker. We're all dressed in like it's the French Revolution."
Yeah.
God damn. It's because I was wearing the fucking like Flintstones T-shirt.
Yes.
He's like, "What are you supposed to be, Barney?"
That was
from the
insane.
Flintstones.
He was like trying to be in the party.
That guy was Downey. We were Whittier in that
Yes.
situation.
It's like, buddy, you're so wrong.
was so
It's like,
weird.
buddy, you have no idea how wrong you are.
And for anyone that doesn't know what happened there, because that's every single person who's listening to
Yes.
this, that was just, we were just chilling in the back of Emily's birthday party. An Amazon guy came to the back of the house and said,
Yes.
"Where do I put this package?" We said, "I don't know."
And we were all like, it was like Marie Antoinette themed or something.
Yeah, it was like Marie Antoinette, like kind of like that vibe. And everyone was dressed with like powdered wigs and like dresses and stuff. And I'm like, "You shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Your job sucks, but go home."
Yeah, it's like take the little thing that you have to drag down the sidewalk. You seen that?
No. Oh, the little package thing?
Yeah, they drag it. It's not even on wheels.
Oh, they drag it?
Have you seen this?
No.
This is a new thing. This is a new thing.
This is a new
thing.
where they fucking damage the fuck out of your packages.
Breaking
on purpose.
it. It's literally like a bag that's like almost like, you know what like the material like a tent is made out of?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like a tarp type of thing.
It's like that type of shit, and it's just
Yeah.
like a hard frame bag that they just drag on the street with packages in it.
Must be nice for them. Must be great for them.
Yeah, but they just drag it along, and there's no wheels. I think it's super cheap to make.
That's why when you send something back to Amazon, they're like, whatever. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Because they know they broke it.
Oh yeah, they know. They see the videos of people chucking the package at the door,
Just throwing it over the fence like it's a fucking grenade.
Yes.
We're going a little out of order here, but can I read you
Please.
some reviews from Lucerna High School?
Yes.
So you can't review pretty much anything.
Yeah.
It's fun. Most people don't review schools. So, like, I've been asking people for, like, where they went to school so I could find funny reviews and stuff at their schools. A lot of people aren't posting, if you're normal, are not posting reviews of a school on Google and Yelp. But I did find some good ones for Lucerna. This is a 1-star review from last year on Yelp. The ceramics teacher is a little much sometimes. She will dress code you. No mercy. And then... blah, 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 blah. They literally just wrote a bunch of fucking letters and then wrote the word height and then bridgehead. Blah, 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 blah.
So what do you want from me on this?
Was the ceramics teacher a little much sometimes?
To be honest, I don't recall who that was because I didn't take ceramics.
Very good.
But the dress code thing, they would dress code. I mean, that's like any school, but they would do the finger trick.
No.
Or like the finger thing.
They didn't dress code anyone.
You like a good
school.
finger thing.
Brother, I think I know a finger trick, but it's not the one they were doing at Lucerna High School.
Okay.
Unless you were showing people the finger trick, because I'm the one.
Yeah.
I learned it from you.
Do you want me to show you the Chinese finger trap?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
We're going to have to do it off camera.
Okay.
The trick is, though, the harder you pull, the stronger I'm going to pull you in.
Yeah, I like that.
Because it's the Chinese finger trap.
Right, of course.
So I don't remember who that bitch was, but
Jesus Christ.
who cares?
Who cares? Who cares? Her car got lit on fire and stolen, probably.
Different.
Because of you.
She deserved it, but
Yeah.
no. The finger thing. If I can show you.
Yeah, please.
You would have to, like, if you were they would do this to the girls. If you were standing, and wherever your fingers went to, your skirt or shorts had to also go there.
And they really enforced that.
They really enforce that. So like, you get what I'm saying. Should I repeat that?
No, it's okay. We'll figure it out. No, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So when your hands are by your side, if your skirt or shorts weren't as long as to where your fingertips were, then they would dress code you.
And what happened?
Dude, they would send you to the principal's office, and then they would make you wear sweatpants.
Whoa.
They had like loaner sweatpants that they would put on the girls.
Loaner sweatpants?
Yes, dude. So
communal sweatpants?
So if it was like midday and you saw a chick in like the top of her outfit would be like super slay, and then the bottom would be just gray sweatpants, you knew that she was getting a little too.
You knew that she
was getting a little. She was 12 years old and she was getting a little too nasty.
That's so fucked. The sisterhood of the communal sweatpants at Lucerna High School.
Yes.
So nasty.
Yes, sir.
This is a 1-star review from 2021. Be aware if your student is in the middle of a test and loses internet connection, she won't be allowed to complete the test if your student doesn't notify the teacher immediately, regardless if you have proof of your internet going down. The school is aware and allows teachers to do this.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever had that issue at Lucerna High School?
I mean, that's like a little before my time, I think, because we weren't doing like...
This is after your time. This is from 2021.
After my time. Because we weren't really doing exams on the computer.
It was all, hey, you were doing it old school style.
Oh, you remember pen and paper?
Hey, dipshit. Remember this? Probably not. It's a pen.
Dude,
get used to it.
Kids these days, they don't even know what a Scantron is.
Dude,
they missed out on the bubbles. You remember the bubbles?
Dude, I actually hate Scantron.
Remember when you do the bubbles and you get like 5 of the same, like you do like B 5 times in a row, and you're like, something's wrong.
Something's wrong here, and then you like are off by 1 and it fucks up your whole test.
Yes, you're like, I think I'm smart, but there's 5 B's in a row right now.
And they say if you don't know the answer, you should guess B.
Really?
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay.
One more review from Lucerna High School. 5 stars. I like this school. It is great and has great and awesome teachers. The school has a lot of events.
I agree.
You would agree with this
I think most of the teachers were great. My theater teacher was awesome.
What's going on with them?
Mr. Carter. He's just living.
Hey, Mr. Carter. Tell me where you've been. Did you listen to Lil Wayne ever?
No.
Dude, that's from the Carter 3.
I should have bumped that in class.
You should have, dude. He would have liked that.
But yeah, the theater program was great. Most of the teachers were chill. I'm trying to think of any like ones that were I mean, I had like an English teacher who was also the cheerleading coach.
Whoa.
And she was I didn't think she was the smartest woman. And I know that's a rough.
What's going on?
I know that's a nasty thing to say, but
the cheerleader being dumb, Connor. I don't know if you've heard. You can't say that anymore.
But she was like the AP English language and composition teacher,
Yeah.
and she just didn't really know English
She didn't know what was
in the
going
best way. She would like teach it through packets. Like she would like give us a packet to learn everything.
Did you get the impression that she was like very popular in high school vibes?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she would like literally, I'd go up to her desk sometimes to try to ask for help, and I would see her screen, and she would be actively shopping for shoes.
That's so awesome, actually.
So don't shoot the messenger on this one. It was the
cleaning
cheerleading coach who taught AP English,
You know what I'm learning
and
is
she would shoe shop the whole time.
everyone in Whittier can't stop queening out in one way or another.
It's kind of a wild city.
Whether it's your dad queening out by having a MAGA flag and the gay pride flag, whether it's your brother who is queening out in the very truest sense of the word, or the AP English teacher who is shopping for shoes during AP class.
And President Nixon is from there.
So yeah, okay. Thank
Oh,
you for saying that.
bingo!
The ultimate queen. The ultimate cuck.
The ultimate Queenie cuck, because he did so many things wrong, and then he just cried about it and was like,
Do you know the story of like him courting?
he's like, I don't want this to discourage anyone from seeking public office. And it's like, it's discouraged everyone.
It's pretty much made the country depressed.
It kind of ruined everything.
It kind of did and gave way to
Wait, what did
Nixon.
you just say?
Do you know, or not gave way to Reagan rather, but like, do you know like the story, like his relationship with his like, not at the time wife, but his then wife, like how that came to be? Because I have some excerpts from some articles that I think you will enjoy.
I don't think I do know. I know. Wasn't he trying? He was like really going after her, like a dog with a bone, just for years, right?
When Dick and Pat Ryan met, Dick being Richard Nixon, when Dick and Pat Ryan met at a community theater play rehearsal on January 18th, 1938, he found out that he could not take my eyes away from her. He drove Pat and a friend home from rehearsal that night and told her, I'd like to have a date with you. She replied, I'm busy. On the third time he drove her home, he said, someday I'm going to marry you. She laughed.
Wow.
This guy wouldn't fucking give it up. He was down bad for Pat.
Oh my God.
And then there's this other part from a different article where it says, on weekends, in order to spend time with her, he drove her to Los Angeles where she stayed with her half-sister and went on dates with other men. He was driving her to other dates with other guys.
Yeah, that's like legitimately like cuckery.
Literally, he
Cuckoldery.
was so down bad. He was like, I nut just by being in the car with you while you're with other guys. He would return on Sunday afternoons and wait until she was ready for him to drive her home. 6 months after they met, Pat went to Michigan to buy a car and did not contact Dick for 3 months. He eventually tracked her down and persuaded her to give him another chance. By the spring of 1939, Pat too began to love Dick, drawn in by his love of adventure, brilliant mind, and high sense of purpose, the latter a quality she shared more than the public recognized.
Wow.
Ultimate cuck, Richard Nixon, grew up in Whittier.
Yeah, this is an interesting theme with Whittier. It's just, but yeah, I've heard a little bit about that, and it is crazy to drive. To
He
just
was chauffeuring
He's
them.
facilitating other men to just like basically nut
her.
Like I hate to be crass, but
Well, obviously, I hate to be
He's
crass,
just-
but it has to be said.
he's just facilitating other men to nut in her while he's sitting in the car,
I bet he's thinking about it.
hard as a rock.
He's like, he's so cucked, he's not even allowed to be in the fucking room while it's happening.
That's a great point.
damn.
Yeah, and it's like not even sending a text or a photo of it happening to him. It's one thing if you're in the car and she's like sending you photos of it live.
Check out how much
He's-
he's getting rammed by this guy.
He's getting nothing. He's
Really
literally
sad.
in the car, rock hard, thinking about Pat and maybe wanting to be the president.
Oh my god, Pat, I want to fuck you so bad. I am not a cuck. I am not a cuck.
Or just tell me what position you ended in. I just want to know what position you ended in. That's all, Pat.
Keep the engine running for you, Pat. Fucking awesome, dude. Can I tell you some other notable people from the Whittier area?
Please.
Nomar Garcia Parra, the baseball player, born in Whittier. Nomar,
I don't know him.
you don't know him. He was a really good shortstop in like the 90s and early 2000s. Was traded away from the Red Sox the season before they broke their curse of not winning a World Series since they traded away Babe Ruth.
Oh, wow.
So he missed out on that. And then his career never recovered. Shout out
Okay,
to
there is a pattern here.
him. Everyone getting cucked and fucked in the ass.
It's making me think about where my life's going.
Brother, if you haven't gotten fucked in the ass yet, which I know you have, you're about to. Just by being on this pod is kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, it feels like it.
Tito Escondido, a.k.a. Bad Dude Tito, a pro wrestler. I don't
Okay.
know him at all, but I thought that was funny.
What's it? Did he have like the Iron Claw type story where his whole family died or something?
No, just like normal.
Okay, good.
Just like normal guy.
Good.
Matt Gorley, the comedian and the guy who's on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. You ever listen to that show?
Oh, is he like a co-host on it?
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, he doesn't like ask the questions, but he's like there for like to dick around with Conan.
Okay, yeah.
He's like the other guy with Sona.
I've seen him on it.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
super funny. He's an improviser and comedian. He's been doing it for a long time. Kind of proving your dad's point a little bit with his next one. Gabriel Iglesias lives in Whittier.
Yes.
Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy.
Yes, he has a mansion up in like the Whittier Hills,
Yeah.
Friendly Hills. That's so.
Friendly Hills.
Oh, did you not? Do you don't know this?
I knew that there was like Friendly something or other, but I didn't know they were
Yes.
called the Friendly Hills.
So Friendly Hills is kind of just like the wealthy enclave of Whittier.
Yeah.
So you have like Whittier, which like a lot of Whittier's just like, just kind of middle class, suburban.
yeah.
But if you go up into the hills, there's a section called Friendly Hills, and that's kind of like
That's beautiful.
where the wealthy people live. And he has a mansion
I would have
there.
to imagine he has the biggest house in Whittier.
I've never seen it, but
probably.
I've heard it's massive, and apparently he collects vintage Volkswagen vans.
For sure.
And apparently he has like 30 of them.
Dude,
And each one is like hundreds of thousands. Like,
say whatever you want about Fluffy. He's literally been doing it at like the top level for years.
oh yeah, he's a powerhouse.
He's a powerhouse.
Quick thing about him.
yeah.
The one open mic I've ever done in Whittier, it was with Oba. It was when
Yeah.
we were like just starting to do comedy, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I heard about this mic in Whittier. We'll go to it. It was at like a chicken shop.
Nice.
And so we went, and there was like maybe 5 comics on it. Everyone's terrible. There's like
Yeah.
no audience, whatever. The last guy that goes up, he's just like this older dude, like 30s, 40s or something, probably in his 40s, older guy, unassuming, goes up and just lights the room on fire.
Fucking cracking them off.
But he starts on the set being like, I never done stand-up before. My wife told me I should do it. I'm just going to try. And he's just, electric. Does
Wow.
like 10 minutes. We're like, I'm sitting there like, I'm having a good time, but I'm also like pissed.
Sure.
I'm like, this is annoying that he's this good at it.
Of course.
He finishes and he goes, hey guys, I was just kidding around. He's like, I'm opening for Gabriel Iglesias at the Honda Center. Come see us. And then leaves.
Amazing.
I was like, what?
That he kind of fucking roasted your ass.
He kind of
though.
big dogged all of us.
Disgraced Pixar founder John Lasseter grew up in Whittier.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
Why is he disgraced?
He was doing some sexual harassment at Pixar.
Like what?
Like his belt was unbuckled and he was giving people some hugs and some touching, maybe without, allegedly.
Yeah.
Without-
running at people with the shower towel off.
Pretty much that kind of stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was unfortunately, and then he had to resign, and then he went to Skydance, and they're doing their whole shit with Paramount. So
Wow.
not kind of a big time fall for grace for John Lasseter,
I
unfortunately.
had no idea. He's from Whittier.
He grew up in Whittier. Yep.
Hey.
Then went to Cal Arts. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Tinker Juarez.
You're lying.
I'm real.
You're
dude.
lying to me.
Professional cyclist and BMX Hall of Famer Tinker Juarez.
How do you spell that?
Tinkr Juarez Juarez?
That's insane.
That's real. Craig McCracken, the creator of Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, is from Whittier.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
I love Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I did like that show growing up.
I was obsessed with the Hot in Topeka thing. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
When Blue would go like, "It's hot in Topeka."
Yeah.
I love that shit. Ron Shelton, who wrote and directed Bull Durham and White Men Can't Jump, spent some time in Whittier.
Oh, okay.
Academy Award nominator. Melissa Villasenor,
I was waiting for that.
your girl.
I love Melissa. She's from Whittier.
Yeah.
I don't know what high school she went to.
I don't either. I didn't see
But we had her on Meatball
Yeah.
a while back, and her and I were just chatting about being from Whittier, and it was great.
She seems super cool.
She's so nice, dude.
Yeah, she
she's
seems
so
amazing.
nice. She was great to have on the show.
She's super funny.
She did some songs. She's super funny. One of the people in the audience who is a huge fan of her showed up and brought a bouquet of roses.
Whoa.
So at the end of her set, Melissa was just kind of doing crowd work.
She was doing finger guns.
She's kind of just doing finger guns, doing crowd work, and she looked at someone and started talking to him. And she's like, "Oh, you have flowers there, or she's like, "Oh, did someone give those to you? That's so sweet. Do you have like a lover?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm embarrassed." But she's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, I brought them they're for you."
Whoa.
And Melissa was like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours." And from the front row, hands
so
her a
nice.
bouquet of roses at the end of her set. And Melissa was like, "You guys are great."
That's amazing.
And yeah, it was very picturesque.
Just like the hills of Whittier.
And they're gonna drill them.
And they're drill baby drill on
They're,
those
dude,
hills
they're,
of
they've
Whittier.
been my entire childhood. It was just the signs you put on the grass in front where it's like, we need to drill. And then another one would be like, don't drill.
Well, here's the good news. If they do ever drill into the hills of Whittier, you can just put a curse on them. Something
Dude,
will
I
happen.
fucking will, man. I love those hills too much, dude. We used to, my friends and I, we
used
would
to fucking fart.
we used to just fart and cum in those hills when no one was looking.
We used to get our ass as close to the dirt as possible and then go, whoo, to those hills. There's gold up in those hills.
We used to,
fart.
my friends and I, we used to, because like where my house was that my parents used to have was like really close to where the hills were.
Yeah.
So we would climb up, we'd like walk up to them, hop the fence,
Yeah.
and then just go up into the hills. And there was a landfill that they were constructing on the other side. So we would go to the landfill after.
You guys were hanging out at the landfill.
But there was no trash in it because they hadn't finished it.
Oh,
so it's
got
just a giant pit. And like the construction guys would usually finish working at like 3 or 4. So we would go up there. We'd have like binoculars. We'd watch the construction site. And then once the guys left, we would go down and they had like bulldozers and pile drive, like crazy, like huge
That's fun.
construction. And they would leave the keys in them.
No, that's scary.
Yes,
That's
dude.
scary.
So we would go inside them, fire them up, and then just drive them around this like.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, of this like construction site. We would drive them around and just like hit piles of dirt and just like fuck around.
And you like never got like hurt or anything?
Never got hurt. Never got caught.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And you were like 12?
Like 12, 13, 14. This is like middle school.
That's wild.
And we would just ride those things around, laughing our asses off, just farting in them. And they would
blasting
smell.
farts,
You'd
of
go,
course.
you'd go inside. It would be like a bottle of like tobacco spit. And it would just
Yeah.
smell like ass.
just farting into the
And we're just
tobacco
having the
spit.
best time driving those things.
Like doing cat calls to women as they walk by.
Yeah, there's
like,
no women there, but we're just up there because it was just up in the hills, like in middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So we would just be having the time of our life.
That's amazing.
And they had these this little gun with a flare in it that they would use to scare the birds off the construction site.
Damn.
And so we found that, we loaded up, we just started shooting it in the air.
That's like insane that you had access. That's amazing you had access to that at all. The fact I would have been way too scared to fucking drive those things around.
I mean, we just kind of did it, but like I said, we before we even knew that was there, we would just go up into the hills to just like dick around and like hike and whatever.
Smoke and jack off.
Yeah,
Your parents aren't going to listen to this. You can say smoke and
we just
jack
smoke
off in
and
the
we
hills.
would jack off a little
That's
bit.
what I thought you were going to say was you all went into the big landfill and jacked
Yeah.
off into the landfill.
Yes.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, we'd all jack off in the landfill. We go, last one to come is gay.
Everyone's holding their cum in. Everyone's holding the cum in. They're like, obviously not me.
But yeah, so we would just met for a while. We would just go up there, and then eventually we found the landfill, and we were like, "Oh shit!"
You guys approached upon like a lost city or something.
Dude, literally, we
Yeah.
come over the hill, and it's just this giant hole.
That's amazing.
With nothing in it, and then there's just way down there, little construction people down there.
That's so sick.
And then eventually, like, we didn't go the first time we didn't. We were like, "That's crazy. What do you think this is?" And we didn't know it was a landfill at first. We're like, "Are they building like a?" What are they doing down there?
What's he
So
building
we showed
down
up
there?
another time with like the binoculars and shit, and then that's when we were like, oh, they just left. So we like creeped down and we realized no one was there, and then we fired them up.
That's so fucking sick.
But dude, battle bots. We were like, what if we like
if
made
we
them fight?
smashed into each
And then we're
other?
like, that's stupid. Let's
That
not
is
do that.
crazy.
But yeah, that's typical Whittier thing.
Typical Whittier thing. Do you think other kids were doing that?
No.
No, we were the only ones.
Other kids were just smoking dabs, like, and just being scum. We actually had an imagination.
You actually had some imagination. Obviously, we're smoking, we're jacking off into the landfill, but like we're imagining we're like pioneers and settlers giving
Yeah.
people smallpox.
We're doing it
and
in a
everything.
fun way.
In a fun way.
But yeah.
Tom Waits, the singer and actor, also
Really?
did spend some time in Whittier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you like him?
I do.
I do too.
That's sick.
I like literally. If you had asked me where do you think Tom Waits is from, would have been like New Jersey,
Totally.
Baltimore, like somewhere from like the Northeast. He's a Southern California guy.
That's pretty sick.
That's shocking to me.
I love his. This is just a total side note, but he was in Ballad of Buster Scruggs, right? Do you ever see that?
I've never seen that one actually.
You should watch that because
Okay.
it's like 3. I think it's like an anthology kind of movie where there's
Yeah.
like 3 little storylines, and one of them is Tom Waits and he's like a gold prospector.
Oh, that's perfect.
And it's like a very like slow burn. It's like a 20-minute short film within this movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very slow burn of just him just in the wild. And he's like a cartoon. He's almost like a cartoon character where he's just like talking to the deer.
That's amazing.
And the eagles are flying by and landing on his head. And it's like very cutesy and fun until it's not.
Until something sort of interesting happens.
Ooh, and then he drill baby.
Have you ever seen the movie Night on Earth? It's
No.
also an anthology movie directed by Jim Jarmusch, and each vignette takes place in a taxi cab in a different part of the world.
Oh.
And there's I can't remember, I don't know if Tom Waits is in the movie. I can't remember if he is. I could probably look it up. Not going to. Haha, very cool. Very interesting. But there's the ending vignette is in Finland.
Oh, cool.
In Helsinki, which is some place of the part of the world you like never ever hear about, really. Like I feel like unless you're like from that part of the world. And his song is called like the Goodnight World Waltz or whatever. It's fucking unbelievable.
I'll have to check it out.
Amazing piece of music. And I think there is some singing in it, but it's mostly like instrumental. But he's got the most unique singing voice ever. Like
He really does.
Him and Cameron Winter should queen out together.
Oh, that would be crazy.
that would be crazy.
Dude, Geese?
You're kind of the one who showed me Geese, if I'm being real.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, now it's on record.
Yeah, Geese in Brooklyn's just wild, dude. They
You're
love 'em.
gonna have to sniff my balls.
Dude, if you're in Brooklyn and you say you like Geese to a girl, she'll be like,
Well, of course.
yeah.
That's every guy.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the typical. It's like the Marty Supreme windbreaker. I love Geese. And
I
then the
love
women are like,
geese.
ugh.
I'm a male manipulator.
Yeah.
I treat women like shit on
Yes.
purpose. Yeah.
Well, because I have a purpose.
because I have like
Because I have a purpose.
well, obviously I have a purpose. I was thinking of doing
My thing now at the end of dates is I just read the Marty Supreme monologue, where he's like, you don't have a purpose, but I do.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful the way you're treating those women. I want to do Marty Supreme, but I want, instead of ping pong, my thing to be I can recite any episode of Family Guy from memory.
And you're just up against some deaf Chinese guy, and he's like, it sounds a little weird, but he has it.
I do want to go, and I do want to talk about some stuff I found on the Whittier subreddit.
Ooh.
Have you ever visited the Whittier subreddit?
No.
There's some interesting stuff going on in the Whittier subreddit. They call them Greenleafs. The people who are in the subreddit, they call them Greenleafs.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because the person who founded Whittier is John Greenleaf Whittier, the poet. And I was like, why the fuck would they call them Greenleafs? That's why.
Bingo.
Bingo. There's rules in the subreddit, and they're like pretty normal style. It's like no racism, no sexism, or whatever.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know. This one struck me. This is rule number 6. We encourage community and in-person socialization, but we often see low-quality posts related to meeting up in person to chill and hang, in quotes. These posts are of low quality and will be removed from the subreddit. Repeated offenses will be assessed a 3-day ban.
Wow.
So you cannot say, let's meet up to chill and hang out.
It's like low-value men are not allowed to post here.
That is so fucking funny to me, man. Okay, this post is from OK Technician 2826. Uptown Whittier Church Bells. Hello, all. I'm new in town, and my toddler is really into bells. We live in Uptown and hear bells ringing every hour. I thought it was St. Matthias, so we walked over there and waited at 11 a.m. Nothing. So we walked over to St. Mary's and waited at noon, and nothing. Does anyone know what church rings their bells on the hour?
That's so stupid.
Do you know?
That's so stupid.
Do you know which one it is?
I mean, so it's not St. Mary's. I know that. I'm not sure which church St. Matthias is, but I think it's the church right by the Winchell's on Greenleaf Avenue.
Buddy, I got an answer for you.
What is it?
I think it's the Methodist church that's across the street from Central Park on the corner of Bailey and Friends.
No.
Yeah, dude. And everyone on the fun is giving a big upvote to that one. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah. So how does that feel?
It doesn't feel good.
No.
I thought you said this wasn't gotcha journalism.
Well, I said it was gotcha journalism. I'm keeping it all to the end.
I will walk out of this interview.
That's fine. R/Whittier. This is from Samorans. Neighbor continues to burn trash in their backyard. The neighbor behind my house is constantly burning trash in their backyard. I have talked to her politely before, asking her to stop doing so, as the amount of dry brush in our shared neighborhood is an obvious fire hazard, not to mention the smell and terrible pollutants, in parentheses. Time and time again, they deny doing any such thing and claim to just be cooking and nothing else. I have contacted the fire department and talked to the fire chief, who essentially said until there is an actual fire, there is nothing he could do about it. He also doesn't know if burning trash in your backyard is illegal. What can I do, if anything, to get this to stop? It's a huge concern and danger to everyone's property and safety in the area. First reply to that is, dang, maybe the food they're cooking smells like trash. And then the reply to that is, that reminds me of a story my father told me about burning trash. You have to have a hot dog on a stick to make it legal. And then that person replied and went, is your dad the OP's neighbor, LOL? So there's some very interesting riffing going on.
I didn't even know that this, I mean, I guess, yeah, because there's a subreddit for everything. I should have figured, but I didn't even know this was happening.
Whittier seems like a very, like, not in my backyard type of neighborhood.
Yes.
Very NIMBY. Is that fair?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I never knew of anyone burning trash.
This guy says, Diligent Witness 634 says, I was vacationing in a southern region of France back in the early 80s. Yes, I'm old. And it was still legal to burn trash on specific days.
What is this burning trash discourse?
Everyone's obsessed. Yeah, this is a very good thread. What is the wildest thing you have seen in Uptown? Is Uptown considered to be like a wild place in Whittier? Is that like a very like riffraff style place?
Yeah, it's definitely gotten better because
Okay.
it's Greenleaf Boulevard is the stretch, and it's where like the movie theater is and the restaurants and all that stuff.
Like right by the college, right?
Close to it.
Close to it.
And on a note of Whittier College, I think it's a pointless institution.
Whoa! Why?
It's basically like Chapman, except it's Quaker and worse.
Well, it sucks there for sure. I've been there. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's just like I don't even know what people are learning there. I really don't.
It's for people who are like from the 3 surrounding towns.
Yes.
Who don't want to like go somewhere crazy far for school.
Yes, and much like Chapman, their big thing is lacrosse, and Whittier is like much worse.
So it's just a worse version of Chapman.
It really is. But so Uptown, it used to be really sketchy, like when I was growing up,
Okay.
because like a lot of the businesses kind of went away, and it was just like really seedy and not great. It's gotten a lot better post COVID because they opened up they shut the street down and they just did the outdoor dining thing.
Oh, sure.
And they've pretty much just kept it that way.
That's fun.
So it's like very like more families come out. It's more friendly. But when I was a kid, we would like walk to the movies,
Starlight movies.
which I love. It's
It's-
my favorite movie theater.
I looked at it because like the picture, I'm looking at it right here on the screen. The pictures of it are like beautiful. It's like beautiful on the inside and out. And I couldn't find any like truly bad reviews of it.
It's a great theater. I love it so much.
Everyone who was like shitting on it was like clearly in the wrong. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
Like
I
they're
mean,
like brought alcohol in or was like being loud or like doing something that you're
Yeah.
like not supposed to do. It's like the most beautiful looking marquee I've ever seen in my life.
No, it's a great theater. Any like most movies growing up, any like formative movie viewing experience was at that theater.
It looks amazing. I want to go there, honestly. It looks incredible.
I'll take you. We'll go.
Hey, but don't post that in the Whittier subreddit
Yes.
because you'll get banned for 3 days.
We can go and watch like whatever's coming out.
Whatever the new one is.
Odyssey.
We'll go there and see the
Or
Odyssey.
Passion of the Christ 2.
That one we'll go see. We'll see. Take you,
Yes.
me, and my dad. You, my dad, and or
It'll be you. It'll be you, me, and all of the other Hispanic grandmas
and
that are
Fluffy.
just like we love Jesus.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do
But
that.
yeah, Uptown growing up was a little sketchy. You'd get a lot of like skaters, and then you'd get a lot of like homeless people and like kind of like drug addict people.
The margins of society.
the fringes.
The freaks, the pariahs.
Yes, they would kind of hang out in Uptown.
Yeah, the point of Uptown is to disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. And there's a guy there who plays the violin really badly for money, and it's a 1-string violin.
Oh, okay.
It has 1 string, and he just is like.
That's cool. Whittier History X is the name of this user, which is so funny.
Okay.
I have seen a few. I once saw a guy from that Zen tea place sitting on top of a guy as the guy was on the floor yelling for help. Another time I saw a guy by Winchell's chasing some women, and I was pretty scared, so I walked another way. I try and keep my family safe when I'm there since I have young/old people in my family. The next person replies and says, I watched a lady take a shit between 2 cars parked in front of Lavelle's as a cop drove by. And then a person replies and goes, that was me.
Okay, they're having fun in there. I
They're
like
having
that.
fun. And then the person goes, the other person replies, respect. Another person replies, you are a savage, laughing face. They're having fun in there.
Yeah, yeah. Uptown's it was a little scary when I was growing up.
This person, United Woodpecker 406, says, watch Mayor Joe use it as a fleshlight. I love that, bro.
Oh my god.
People hate the mayor in Whittier.
Yeah, I feel like they've always hated whoever the mayor is.
Yeah, because it seems like such a divided town between Democrats and Republicans
It really is.
that you're never going to get anyone to agree on this is going well.
And it's a town of, I would say, to me at least, it seems like it's a town where the average age is higher than other towns
it's a little
around it.
older, yeah.
It's older. It's a little wealthier. But it's like, and like I said before, you have like, there's definitely a conservative wing there, but there are a lot of like liberal people in Whittier as well and they're all old. So it's like there is that's why like the drill thing, it's all over the place. And like the mayor thing is big. Like they're always like fighting there politically over things because you just have a lot of old people that are bored.
Yeah, they're bored. They got nothing else to do, and they're like, "We're not letting the drills happen."
Yeah,
and the Republicans are like, "We're letting the drills happen." And Konner's like, "I'm in the landfill, jacking off into the hole with my friends." Not uptown, but on Greenleaf, just south of Whittier Boulevard, there was some dude on all fours in a grassy patch with his pants pulled down and his ass up in the air. I still wonder what the hell he was doing. Maybe he thought he was a dog and trying to pee like one. Dude, I love the Whittier subreddit, bro.
I'm glad that I need to get on that. I'm glad you like it.
In the late 90s, getting followed by a guy in a mechanic jumpsuit and a Michael Myers mask. He was at the bus stop on Philadelphia and Greenleaf and followed me as I walked past it. I got to Milton and noticed no one around, so booked it down the alley and lost him. It wasn't even close to Halloween, and his fists were clenched the entire time. People are
hell,
cleaning the fuck out in here.
And I feel like a lot of this is older people. It's like old. I mean, that one's clearly because they said like in the 90s, but
Whittier seems like a place where you grow up and then you stay there your whole life.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that do that.
It feels like one of those places to me.
It's the people that go to Whittier College, being from Whittier,
and they're like, I'm making this my home away from home.
They're like, I'm paying a crazy amount to go to a very mediocre school,
very medium ass school.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a post from Long Arm of the Lawrence. And he posts a photo of clouds that are going like crossing, like jet stream stuff. And he says, "What's up with all the X's in the sky?" Person replies, "Funny how many people see the chemtrails conspiracy as just tinfoil hat people. They said the same thing about the elites having a secret pedo child trafficking ring. Just saying it's worth questioning."
Just saying.
just throwing that out there.
I love that at like a polite dinner, just being like, so we know all our politicians are pedophiles, right?
And they're just like,
it's like, just saying.
Hey, I just wanted to point it out because I know we're getting a little far away from the truth here.
Just wanted to ruin the vibe of the night. Just saying.
This person replies to that comment about the chemtrails and says, "Chemist here. People who believe in chemtrails are the same people who cannot fucking define the term chemical. It has been proven over and over again where these come from. It's airplanes. Some people who scream about chemtrails think the Democrats can control the weather and that there are Jewish space lasers. Newsflash, if Marjorie Taylor Greene says it, it's probably really fucking dumb." And guess what this person's username is?
What?
Jasmine the Chemist.
Oh my, what the hell, dude?
Dude, you gotta get in this place.
I kind of do. This is crazy.
Ever heard of chemtrails? My uncle can't stop talking about them is another reply. And then the person replied to them saying, "I know this topic is ripe for jokes. My bad for just trying to ask an honest question." That's the OP.
Part of this makes the whole chemtrail discourse makes sense because Whittier is right in the flight path to LAX.
Can I tell you something really interesting?
Please.
The last thing about that is Whittier is basically on the final approach to LAX, and planes coming from Asia and Alaska tend to do a big U-turn over Whittier. I assume it's just the volume of planes. And then professional team 1689 goes, exactly. That's the obvious answer to why there's so many fucking jet streams in the sky.
I never thought about there being like crazy chemtrail truthers in Whittier, but that makes sense because there's loads of planes flying over it.
I have to imagine.
Yeah.
And then there's the only other one. I'll show you the photo for this as well. But someone just posted, somebody put a picture of Salvo Cannell on the TVs at Flashbacks.
Oh, I saw you. I saw you post that.
Have you ever been to Flashbacks?
I have. I think it's like a really kind of weird like club type bar place, I think.
Yeah, it seems like a karaoke bar type of place.
Yeah.
It says, and then the person also posted, "I stopped by Flashbacks last night for music to have a quick beer. The DJ had the system set up where you could text a photo or message it and would put it up on the big screen that were showing music videos. At some point, someone sent the infamous photo of Sal Volcano from Impractical Jokers. I guess it got through the vetting process." People are having fun in Whittier.
They're having fun in Whittier, dude. They are.
All right, we got to talk about some other places of interest that I found some interesting ass reviews for.
Please.
Okay. Well, first, actually, I do want to before we go too far away here, I want you to tell me and the listeners. I've heard about this before, but can you talk to me about your time as a police cadet as part of the Whittier Police Department?
I knew we'd get here.
Brother, this is the thing that you told me, John and Danny, about the one in particular kind of special like offshoot branch that you were a part of.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to that eventually, but why were you a part of a police cadet training program and what did that entail?
Okay, well, so basically when I was in middle school, they sent 2 of like these explorer guys. So they're called explorers and they're police cadets. So it's people that were under 18 that were like junior cops.
Who had a lot of anger.
A lot of anger, really mad at their dad. For many reasons,
For every reason,
and just wanted to feel power, basically.
Yeah, of course, for
including me. And so they sent like 2 of these guys to come to our school because one of them used to be a student of my teacher at that time.
Okay.
So he came in and was like, "Hey, can I do a presentation for your class?" Sure. I was there. They talked about it. And this was like right around the time where I was starting to think about like college and like all of the teachers like you should try to do some kind of community service.
Yeah.
If you do it now, you don't have to do it all like later in high school. I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's interesting. So that was like a big thing for me. I was like, oh, I have to do some kind of community service. What should I do? They came in and they were like, you get loads of community service hours doing this.
You get a gun.
You get a gun. We won't pay you. You get loads of community service.
We're going to use you as human meat shields.
Yeah. So I was like, this seems kind of interesting.
This seems right up my alley.
And my brother was trying to go into the military. That at that point he had kind of decided. So we both saw the thing, and he was like, "That's kind of interesting." And I was like, "Do you want to do it together?" I was like, "Sure." So me and my brother did it together.
Wow.
We did like an academy that you had to do for like it was like 20 weeks or something.
20 weeks.
It was a lot. Or it was like 18 weeks, something like that.
That's
it was
a long time for something that is dog shit.
It was like a semester.
Yeah.
And we would just go every Saturday, and it was like we'd go there, get there at like 5 a.m, and stay there till like 4 p.m.
That sucks.
And we would just do training.
And this counted as community service?
That did, and then when we actually like did the academy and passed it, we became explorers for the Whittier Police Department, and then we would do like events with the Whittier Police Department. We'd go to like ride-alongs with them. When there's like, if you ever been to a parade and you see like the cops set up at like their little tent, and then you see like the little guys.
You were the little guys.
The little guy where they're in the uniform, but you could tell you're like, they're a little young.
They're a little young. They have this kind of crazed look in their eye. They're like always grabbing at the gun.
Yeah, a little twitchy.
A little bit trying to go hang out in Uptown, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in Uptown, there's plenty of people misbehaving. So it's like, as a cadet, you're like, if I'm up there.
Well, obviously, that's like where you need to be stationed.
You're like, I'll get a chance to get some action.
Occupy Uptown.
Yeah, dude, that was like the big thing as the explorers. They would talk about going on ride-alongs, and it'd be like, any action happened with yours? And it's like, no, we just drove around for 8 hours that night.
You have to make a movie about this.
And maybe I should.
You have to. It's the stupidest people of all time.
Dude, it was
in one sweaty location trying to get some grasp of power.
It was so... I mean, one of the things in the academy we would do, they would make us drink our whole... Like, we'd have a canteen. They'd be like, get your canteen out. They'd make us drink all of it, and they'd be like, okay, now go run 5 miles.
Brutal.
They'd be like, chug it fast, and they would time us, and then if you didn't finish in time, you had to pour it on your head, and then they go, now go run 5 miles.
Dude, I've said this before, but if you have to go to the bathroom, pee or poo, that is enough to get information out of somebody if you don't let them go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
They should have just been doing that at Guantanamo if they really wanted to get info out of people. It's like, we're going to feed you with beans and rice and fucking tortilla.
Yes.
And then make you walk up flights of stairs.
Yeah, no, they would we chug our water, they make us run. The whole point being that we would yak pretty much. You just throw up.
Yeah, that's the point is to throw up. That's what they wanted. They're like, this is what it's like to be a police officer in Whittier.
Dude, it was like, I mean, I look back, maybe I should do a movie on it because it's crazy.
It's nuts.
The academy specifically was wild because it was the like Los Angeles Sheriff's Department Academy. So we did it at the same place where actual people trying to be a deputy in the LASD would do the academy at, but we did it on a different day. So it was like a watered down version of what they were doing.
Really nuts.
So like in that academy, they would like tase them and tear gas them because like you have to in order to learn how to do a taser, you have to be tased.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do like that stuff, but we did everything else. They would yell at us. We would do crazy workouts. We would like finish a workout and then we'd have to shower and we'd all shower. Not the officers, but like the cadets
in the locker room.
And it was crazy because the youngest age was 14 that you could do it, and I got in right as I would turn 14. I started it with my brother.
Nuts.
The oldest was 21.
Oh my God.
So we would just be in a shower. I was like 14.
You were the grown man, basically.
I'd be 14, twig and berries. I mean, I had no puke. Like, almost, you know what I mean? Like, I was a late bloomer, but I was just in there.
Still a late bloomer. Keep going.
Let's go. I was there, and then there'd just be like 18, 19-year-old guys, and then we'd just be showering, and then they would be screaming at us like, hurry up.
Fucking so I can't even
It was
imagine.
crazy.
And at no point were you like, I should get the fuck out of here?
I was just kind of like, I guess we're doing this.
That's so nuts.
And my
bro.
brother like wanted to be in the military, so he was like, yeah, like well, this will be good for me.
This is obviously like what you have to go through if you want to be in the military.
I mean, for him it was good. For me, I just like left and started doing stand up and like theater.
I can't believe you came away so unscathed from that.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of scathing.
Oh, for sure, but you seem normal.
I mean, I feel like it's a contributing factor to my chill level because at 14 I was doing shit that was so insane and stressful and crazy that like now it takes a lot to rattle me.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Like I feel like it takes a lot to really get me like worked up or like rattled because like
Yeah, all you have to do is show this guy a picture of Joseph R. Biden, and he goes nuts.
I pull him like, oh! I start fumbling with it. And I try to shoot him.
Can you talk just a little bit about the particular
I will.
event?
I feel like there's so much to it, so I'm
Yeah.
like kind of bouncing
Yeah,
around.
go for it.
But so what the thing I told you about was
We'll just go to the Whittier Police Department.
just pull it up. Let's get reviews on them. Actually,
I don't know if there are, but let's find out.
they probably won't let you review it.
Let's go to. I'll go to Yelp.
But yeah, so I had to do once I was actually like I did the academy, then I was technically like I was a cadet, I was an explorer with the Whittier Police Department. They would every now and then they would do these like it was like a day where they would do these school shooting drills.
Yeah.
And they would get all the officers, and it was to try to teach them how to like handle like a school shooting and like how to whatever. They would rent out my middle school on like a Saturday when there was no kids there, and it was just like an empty school.
East Whittier Middle School, by the way.
Yes, they would show up with like they would put on like their full SWAT gear. They would have actual guns, and they would load them with like paintball bullets, and then they would like reenact a school shooting. But they had the crazy part about it is that they would have us cadets, like we would be the students in this scenario. So we would be like sitting in some cases like in one of your actual classes, like in a desk that you maybe would have sat at.
In your real life.
In your like real actual ass desk. We would be sitting there with like jumpsuits on and then with a paintball mask. And they'd be like, just like be chill, like don't laugh. Like that was their big thing. They were like, guys, like we know it's kind of fun to be at your school on a Saturday.
That's the part they think is fun. Yeah. Well, you know, it's kind of fun. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is different. Like, and like as they're like dressed in SWAT with like they look like terrorists, like they have guns. They're just like, hey, let's not laugh about this. They would just like we'd be sitting at our desk with the paintball masks on, just like kind of like, okay, this is weird. And they would have one of the officers pretend to be the shooter.
Yeah.
And I told you guys this. Yeah. It was always the same guy who volunteered. He'd be like, I got this one, guys. Like I got it. I can take it really seriously. Like we got to take this. I'll do it. And he would just freak out, dude. He would run in and he's like, you motherfuckers! Like he would like start cussing, and he was like trying to like get in the headspace of being a school shooter.
He was Daniel Day-Lewising it.
He was Daniel Day-Lewising it to like try to make the training better in his mind.
Yeah.
So he would be saying stuff. He's like, "You're bullying me,"
and just like for method actors, it was all for him.
It was all, dude. It was all
just
self-serving.
Yeah.
But he was saying stuff where he's like, "You're all bullying me. You think I'm the weird kid? You think I'm the weird kid? I'll show you a weird kid." And he'd have a gun in his hand, and he'd just be swinging it around.
So insane, bro.
And dude, he would just be like looking at people, like improvising lines, and it got to the point where I started to think he was just like resurfacing his own trauma from being bullied.
Well, he was showing you the reason why he joined the Whittier Police Department.
It was literally, it was like a recruitment video. I was like, "Are you like this?
Are you a spaz? Are you freaking out?
Are you a spaz who got bullied and has repressed it by beating up homeless people on Greenleaf Boulevard?"
Yeah.
And dude, he was freaking out. And then they would send in like the officers and just like try to like do, like tactical. They were trying to learn tactical, like whatever ways to like neutralize him.
They were learning new angles to shoot people from.
New angles to accidentally shoot only the kid.
Yes.
Dude, and there was, I think I told you this too. There was one point where they were like, let's do a scenario where it's like a hostage situation.
Perfect.
So he runs in, he's like screaming about, like his crush or something.
I got an F on the test again.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he'd look at one of us, he'd be like, you're talking to my girlfriend at lunch!
Girlfriend he's never spoken to one time.
No, a fictional girlfriend. They
Yeah.
held hands one time.
Lives
they never
in Canada,
spoke.
Lives in Canada.
And yeah, lives in Canada. And so so he runs and he's screaming, and then he looks at me and he's like, get up.
Get up, you
Dude,
fucking
he
bitch.
picks
You
me
jock.
up. Yeah, he's like, yo, Mr. Tall Guy over here. And I at 14, I was taller than him. He's like, oh, Mr. Tall Guy. picks me up, and he's like walking me like hostage style
Insane, bro.
out of the classroom down the hallway. And then I see all the other officers peek around, like trying to be tactical, but they're just like idiots. And they were like, we see him. And they like, you could tell they didn't know what to do. One of them was like, target acquired. Should I shoot? The guy in charge was like, don't shoot. Hold your fire. We can shoot. Firing. I'm going to shoot. One of them shoots, and then they all just literally, like, it was comical how bad it was.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing
because like
at
one
all.
of them shot, and then they all just started shooting.
They're just fucking raining
And like
bullets.
I think all 7 of them were like, "Oh, I'll get the headshot." So they're just firing. I'm getting hit like with paintballs.
God
I don't have like a
damn, man.
protective vest on. It's just a jumpsuit, so it still hurts. I'm like, "Fuck!"
So
I get
fucked up.
hit probably like 10 times, and I'm not kidding you. They didn't hit him.
Yeah, of course not. They're
They
hitting
didn't.
you.
They didn't hit him. There was no discussion about it. There's no breakdown. Like, oh well, we missed the guy. Let's try it again.
They
They
were
literally.
just like,
they were
"That
just
felt
like, nice guys. They're like high fives.
It's just fucking.
We did it.
It's LARPing, is what it is.
Fully LARPing as school shooters.
And like, listen. Obviously, like, school shootings are the worst.
The
They're
worst thing.
terrible. They're insane.
And I can tell you because I've been through about 10 of them.
You've been through 10 of
I've
them.
been through about 10 simulated school shootings.
It's a plague on society. It's horrible what happens.
Yes.
You can't even imagine going through something like that. What they're doing is not helping.
Not at all.
Not even close.
No, it's like
They're doing it for their own like edification of power and like being a white
1,000,000%.
savior.
No, any of that like money and time and resources
Yeah.
should have just gone to the kids.
Of course.
Should have gone to like better counseling in the school.
Yes.
Or that's where it should have gone.
Yes. Not guys
Giving these guys a Saturday where they can shoot kids, like shoot the cadets who won't say anything about it because we're like,
because if you do, you get kicked out.
yes,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it's a fun Saturday. It's like going to play golf with the boys.
Yeah. To you guys
Like
were
we're gonna go
essentially-
shoot 18 children.
You guys were props to them.
Yes,
They were like, we are getting together to be like, what if we stopped a school shooting?
Yes.
And you were the props. You were the balls of
yes,
the golf
yes.
course.
And some of them, I think they had a thought like, oh yeah, we're actually learning. But like at the end of the day, I was like, this is like, it's like we went to a paintball field,
100%.
and you're just shooting us.
Did you ever have friends, or were you an airsoft gun guy?
100%.
My parents were super strict about stuff like that, so I never did it and never like had the opportunity to even like go to like a birthday party or something where like that was happening. Are they just like pellets? Like what are they?
Yeah, it's like little plastic BBs.
Oh, they're plastic.
So the
little
paintball,
balls.
obviously, it's like it's
Yeah.
bigger and it's a paintball, so
Yeah.
it like breaks and it shoots out paint. The BB is just like a little plastic pellet,
Amazing.
and they sting.
And was it fun?
It was fun.
Hell yeah.
So I did that before I did the police cadet thing.
You were like,
I was
guys.
very like Call of Duty pilled. Like as a kid, I played Call of Duty. Then like we
Yeah.
got into airsoft. Me and my buddies, we would go to airsoft fields and play.
You
and
were a
be,
gun
be
game
all
kid.
tactical. Yes.
Yes.
And then the police cadet thing, I was like, why? Oh, why not try this? Why not try it in real life?
jacking off into the landfill and shooting your gun into the landfill. Shooting 2 of your guns into the landfill.
Just blowing multiple loads. Just shooting pure blanks in
Emptying
every
your
direction.
clips everywhere. Emptying your clip into the fucking
So yeah, I was kind of
landfill.
just like, oh, I'll do the police cadet thing, and and then it
course.
ended up just being a little different than I thought.
But hey, you got all your community service hours.
Dude, I got my community service. Probably got a little trauma out of it.
score a lot, I would say.
From my view, quite a lot.
Well, I want to do a couple. We're getting to the end here, but I do want to do just a couple more reviews of some places that I found that I really liked.
Let's do it.
We have to go to the Whitwood Town Center.
Yes.
We have to go
Yes,
to the Whitwood Town
yes.
Center. But that was your guys' local mall.
It was. Now,
Yeah.
interesting thing about the Whitwood, and I feel like this sparks a broader conversation about America.
Oh.
So, the Latino, no, I'm kidding.
So that's where the ice people go.
No.
That's where we're sending them, boys.
No, there was a bomb threat at the Target once, and that was a big event.
Oh shit.
They had a fuck ton of cops there.
Were you there for that?
I was there.
You were you
I
really?
wasn't in the Target, but we were at the mall, and then we noticed like a bunch of commotion happening outside. I think we were at like GameStop or something.
Whoa.
And we walked out, and like all of the cars in front of the Target had been moved. Like there was nothing. Like usually there's like activity, there's people, there's cars. Like nothing's in front of it. The inside is completely empty, and there's just like 50 cop cars lined up out front, and they have like spotlights on the doors and a helicopter
Holy
overhead.
fuck.
And it came like we were in GameStop just not like fucking around, not even noticing, and then we like walked out 30 minutes later, and this was all there.
That's insane.
And then someone that was passing, we're like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Oh, apparently there was a bomb threat at the Target."
Whoa. Did they find the bomb, do you know?
I don't remember. I don't think anything came of it. I think it was a false.
False flag.
Oh, I knew we were gonna get here.
Yeah,
I
sovereign
knew
citizen shit.
Easter Sunday false flag.
Dude.
That's the episode.
He has risen.
I love that. The
Wow.
risen with Z's. I love that post. But yeah, so but that wasn't the point I was going to make when I said that thing earlier.
Perfect.
That was just a thing. But
Thank you for.
this is a fun thing. I'm kind of like police pilled, so I just like.
You just like violence.
Yeah, I just like needless violence.
Do you want to say the thing?
I like needless violence to feel power, much like
the police officers in this country.
Yeah, and a lot of other entities in the world right now.
Shout out. 1-star review.
Wait, really quick.
Okay.
I just want to say real quick. The Whitwood, interesting fact.
Oh yeah,
it used to be an indoor mall.
I saw that in some of the reviews.
Like it used to be a massive indoor mall,
like a normal style mall,
and then they just completely. Like this happened when I was like 5 or 6 or something. Because I remember going there when I was a kid, like for like Christmas or something. It was this big indoor mall. It looked like some shit out of like an 80s movie.
Yeah,
because it was from them.
Classic mall.
And I loved it. And then they like tore it all down and then turned it into one of those like outdoor village promenade, which I feel like is the trend in California and a lot of other places that are not like affected by winter weather.
Yeah, and they're never as good.
And no, it's never. I miss it. I remember as a kid, I was like, this place is magical. There was a candy store. Like, it was all kinds of fun stuff.
And people go to the mall for air conditioning.
Yes!
And so when you take that away, I mean, obviously the weather in Southern California is, like, usually pretty nice. But, like, in the summer, it can get fucking really hot.
Yes.
Especially down by the foothills.
Yes.
It's so warm up there.
And they tore it down and built it into, like, a little village.
A lot of the reviews that I saw of the Whitwood Mall were like, it used to be better when it was an indoor
and that's
mall.
Again, it's the old people of Whittier that are mad about the world changing.
Sad. Fuck them anyway.
And sometimes they're right, and a lot of times they're wrong.
Blind squirrel gets a nut every now and then, brother. 1-star review. Target. Not one of my favorite places. Don't appreciate the social values they promote. And this is in all caps. Don't appreciate the social values they promote. Only there because friends wanted to look for something which Target did not have.
Are they mad about like the tuck-friendly bathing suits?
I have no fucking idea.
What does
this
that
is
mean?
From 4 years ago.
The social values they promote.
I think they think Target's woke because they're like very outward during like Pride and stuff.
Yeah.
But Target also like gives money to ICE.
Yeah.
So they have horrible values.
Yeah, I don't need. That's a crazy.
But they promote as if they're like woke.
I love how that's a review for like the entire mall.
It's amazing. Is it me? This is from 8 years ago. Is it me, or do only douchey people shop here?
Ooh,
that's the whole review.
That's tea.
Do only douchey people shop there? No.
I mean,
no.
Look, Whittier changed.
What happened, bro?
Well, in the 90s.
Oh, in the 90s.
No, I don't know if douchey people. I mean, kind of. You get like kind of what I was talking about, like the Friendly Hills contingent. They go to Woodwood because it's closest to them. So you get a lot of like kind of like the cuntier people, the cuntier, wealthier people. So that's probably what
the fluffies of the world.
Sure, that's probably. But he pulled himself from his bootstraps, so he's different.
Well, obviously he's different.
But that's probably what they're talking about.
These next 3 reviews are all one in a row after each other, one on top of each other.
Yes.
1-star review from 7 years.
Wait, real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on. I will say from Lucerna High School, a lot of kids from Lucerna would go there. That was like the hangout.
Walking distance?
Because it was walking distance. It was where all the restaurants were. Like when they got Chipotle, like every girl in my high school, that was like their new favorite word.
It was Chipotle.
They were like, yeah, Chipotle.
Guac is extra.
They're like, the guac's extra though. But I'm not kidding you. It was like my sophomore, junior year when Chipotle became a thing.
Yeah.
Every girl, it was just Chipotle. They were just stuffing their holes with Chipotle.
Dude, Chipotle used to be so much better.
It used to be something.
It used to be something.
I get it. I get why they were losing their minds over it because it was like a good thing. It felt like a healthy alternative, even if it wasn't. I don't know.
I think it's healthier than fast food.
Yeah.
It's healthier than like McDonald's or Arby's or Sonic or whatever. Like,
yes.
It is. It's like actually fresh meat and protein and stuff. It's not like a smoothie. No. You know, but it's better than like other shit. Did
you ever see that? I think it was like an anti-meat ad. It was like we studied it. It was like in I think AP Environmental Science. They showed us a thing where it was like it was an anti-meat thing, whatever that movement or like PETA maybe.
I don't know. I really don't know.
But it was like this video where it was like a cutesy animated video that was almost like in Chipotle style animation that they had with their stuff. But it was like really scary. Like it was like a cute little cow, and then it just shows it being like fucking like thrown into a meat grinder. Oh damn! And then you see another cow seeing it, and it's like crying, and it was like this like crazy scary anti-meat ad that they showed us in class, and it was like Chipotle coded. No, I went that day.
Well, obviously no.
Me and the girl gang.
Yeah, you and the.
They were like, we're still gonna shove Chipotle up our ass.
You got you walking in and going, these are my white bitches.
These are my bitches.
My white bitches. They're like, Konner, you're so funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Konner, you're so funny, and you're tall, so they're like doing this to you.
They're like, hey.
Hey, Konner.
Yeah, and I'm like, you can get the extra guac and queso.
And you're like, shut up, girls. I'm gay.
Ladies, I'm gay and I'm in theater. I go, ladies, I'm Shrek and Shrek the Musical. You should know I'm gay.
Ladies, your pussy is freaking me the fuck out right now.
It's smelly and weird, and I want Chipotle instead.
It smells. Hey, it doesn't. Hey, Chipotle smells better than pussy.
I agree.
Put that on my tombstone.
Well, I actually agree completely.
Well, actually, I agree.
Well, why can't we have Chipotle? Why do we have Chipotle?
What is going on?
These women.
Chipotle smells like pussy now.
What happened to a good hamburger and fries?
And
These
what's
women,
red
they want chips and queso. This isn't what we eat. Why are we doing this?
This is wrong. This is un-American.
Why are we eating this Latino food?
Oh, scary.
Okay, sorry.
Really scary.
Sometimes this is the spirit of Tucker just takes me.
For real. A segment that I'm doing on
A schmegment?
a schmegma that I'm doing.
Can you
on
call it
Everyone.
schmegments?
These
Schmegments with Noah Marger.
I look and see where the closest Red Robin is.
This is a review for the mall.
Well, I want to do something else first.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want to break your finger real quick.
Okay.
I like to look at and see where the closest Red Robin is to everyone's hometown.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got a Red Robin in Whittier, right at the Whitwood Town Center.
It's a good spot.
Have you been?
I have been several times.
Do you like Red Robin?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
my
I
favorite
haven't been in a
restaurant
while, but it's like solid. It was like a solid like going out with high school friends.
Yes.
Where you're like, we want to go out, but like we're high school kids. My mom gave me $20.
I'm getting a burger.
Let's not go over that.
Yeah, because I'm not obviously dipping into my own personal funds because I have none.
Yeah, not doing that. So it was a good like after theater, like because I was in theater in high school.
Yeah.
After like a rehearsal or after a show, we would sometimes go to Red Robin. That was like the spot.
Very similar vibe at my place, at my high school as well. You guys
liked
got
it.
one in Whittier. You guys got one in La Habra and in Brea. So you got a couple.
I've got
options, to go
options,
through.
but that was my hometown. That was my like go to.
And I'm glad. And I will say, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's the best restaurant on the face of the planet.
I don't know about that,
Some could say.
but sure.
3 reviews from Whitwood Town Center all in a row.
Hit me.
1-star review from some years ago. Bullies and stabbing. That's the whole review.
Okay.
Next review right under. Matthew. That's the full review. Next review right under. Never was here. These are all 1-star reviews. Bullies and stabbing. Matthew. Never was here.
I don't. It's an interesting. It's like a code I have to solve.
You hate the reviews. The
No.
other guests love the
Hold
reviews.
on. I don't
hate them.
I don't hate. No, I don't hate the reviews. I just feel like with that one, it's like you say it and then you're like, "What do you think?" I'm like, I don't know what to think
It's
of
a
that.
Rorschach test.
It
It's
really
it's
is.
Whatever
No,
your
it
response
feels
is
like it
revealing.
feels like you're asking me to like solve a murder.
It's the Da Vinci
Because read
Code.
it again.
Bullies and stabbing. Matthew never was here. It's baby shoes.
Like
For
that's-
sale baby shoes never worn.
Yeah.
Bullies and
Like
stabbing.
it sounds like clues that like a
Matthew.
1920s detective would write on his notepad.
The Zodiac is hello, Konner. It's the Zodiac.
Yeah, I'm like-
bullies and stabbing.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with this.
there's a lot going on.
I think it's interesting.
2-star review from 2 years ago from T-Rex. I usually don't read the name of the people, but T-Rex.
I
will
like
say.
that.
Little while ago, I was having a puff with my boys. Found a way to the top of the JCPenney building, ... Well, I saw this security dude named Staple, I think. Well, this security dude was rubbing one out in his security guard truck, and this ain't no itch. This wasn't no itch. I mean, this dude was throwing his elbow into each stroke. I give 2 stars because while that dude was a creep, the situation was so funny. I anticipate it to be a comedic antidote for the rest of my life.
That's a great review.
It's the perfect example of the kind of things money can't buy.
That's like you wrote that.
I wish I did.
You
bro.
fucking wrote that.
I wish I did.
I
That's
love
so
that
funny.
because that to me is a quintessential Whittier story. It's like me and the boys, we went to Whitwood, we smoked, and then for some reason it was Brendan's idea to climb up to the top of Sears.
Yeah.
And then we saw a security guard jacking off.
I love that he says he put this wasn't no itch. This dude put his elbow into
That's
each
fun.
stroke. I
No,
love
but that feels like a Whittier story to me.
And then I think one more that I want to do. There's other stuff that we didn't get to, so I'll just have to have you back sometime when you're back in town.
I would love that.
I do want to talk about California Grill and Bar.
Oh, brother.
You worked at California Grill and Bar.
I
during
mean, I
COVID,
genuinely could do an hour on this.
right? We literally don't have time.
That's totally fine.
we
but
are at basically. I try to keep it around 90 minutes.
Totally
And we're-
fine.
And we're at that point. Is this worth? I mean, I've already brought it up. Should we just get into it a little
No,
bit?
we'll get into it. We can talk about it.
Okay.
And then cut me off when we're about done here. But I suffered in that place for a long time.
How many years were you there?
And I hate it. Well, okay, I was only there for a year, so I shouldn't say a long time, but it felt like forever.
Yeah, it's like when you're doing a tour. It's like, goddamn, my tour's almost done. It's like, bro, you've been here for 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was because I did serve. It was cunt.
Thank you.
I hated that place. I will say this.
It seems weirdly like a local staple, and it's hated.
Yes.
Which
so
is very strange.
Because it is a local staple because it's the Sunday morning after church breakfast place. And it other times it's busy too, but like that's its thing. That's the big show is Sunday morning after church. A lot of grandmas that would comment on my appearance.
Really?
They would go, "He's cute."
At least you're getting the good stuff.
They go like, "Look at his hips."
They're horny for you.
100%. And I would play it up to get the tips.
Well, obviously.
Because I was gonna say, as much as I hated the place, I made money there.
You made like cash tips?
Dude, because it was right at the period where COVID was starting to open up. It was like 21, 22.
Okay.
Where COVID was like still happening, but they were letting dining happen, so I'd wear a mask the whole time.
Yeah.
And people
al fresco, as they say.
Sure.
That's whatever the mayor's name used to call it.
Yeah.
Garcetti or whatever.
And they would people were like finally could go back to this place that they loved.
It's funny how the beginning of this podcast we're talking about the beagles and the fleas or the flies and COVID, and now we're kind of wrapping it up with the end of COVID.
Wrapping it up nicely. Exactly.
How beautiful.
Exactly. And so they would show up because they were happy to be out again.
Yeah.
So a shit ton of people would come, but because it was also with COVID, they were really understaffed. So we were working like crazy shifts, understaffed for a shit ton of people. But there were days where I would leave that restaurant with like $300 or $400 cash.
Oh, no
in just
way.
tips, not even my paycheck.
Whoa.
In a day.
People were balling out like that during COVID?
They were, dude, because
That's
it was
nuts.
the older people of Whittier,
Sure, and they really
who
wanted
had
to
the
go
money.
out. Yeah.
They wanted to go out again.
Yeah.
And some days were hard, but I had the customer service for it. I'd put on a smile and I would shake the hips for the Mexican grandmas,
Take
and
a
they
little
would
hit
tip.
out of your flask
They
behind
would
the bar.
tip the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But also
Well, they were attracted to you. They wanted to fuck the shit out of you.
They did, and I would give them an omelet and go, "Shut up, eat this.
Shut up.
Shut up, eat this. Give me your money right now."
Fuck off.
Juanita, give me your money. She was a regular.
Thank you, Juanita.
But on the flip side, though, people like didn't know how to act.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were fresh out of COVID. They just didn't know how to be a person, and they were so fucking mean and just wanted everything now.
I've said this not on the pod before, but just like in real life to friends and stuff. We as a country, this collectively, are not over the pandemic. Everyone
No.
just moved on because it was shitty and sucked, and they wanted to keep, moving. But psychologically, that time, the country, most people are not over what happened.
No,
they just
we're
wanted to
still-
move on and get to the next point.
Yes, we're still feeling it.
Yes.
It's all going according to pandemic.
And you know that I don't believe in that shit and that it was a fucking setup by the libs. It is interesting, though, how Bernie Sanders was doing pretty fucking well. And then some fucking shit went down. Whittier was where I found out that there was going to be a pandemic. I'm not even fucking kidding you.
Really?
Yeah, I went. My sibling was at Whittier College. My dad was down visiting them. And I came from where I was living in at the North Hollywood. And I drove from North Hollywood to Whittier to visit everyone. And I walked into my dad's hotel room, no care or whatever. Walked in, I was like, "Hey, good to see you." And he went, "I need you to watch this on my iPad." And it was a CNN report about what was going on in Wuhan.
Dude, I need you to watch this on my iPad.
He showed me a fucking CNN clip from on his iPad, and he was like, showed me like what was happening in Wuhan and like how it was like. He's like, "So this is gonna be a big
Yeah, they're
deal."
welding people into their apartments.
Yeah,
You remember that?
I don't.
There was like footage out of Wuhan that they were welding people, like
Because
welding
there were
the
so many
doors
bodies?
shut into their apartment.
So that nothing could get in or out.
Yes, I
That's
think
crazy.
because of bodies or something.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
But he showed that to me. It was like a 3-minute clip, and he stopped and he like came and he took the iPad and he went, "So this is going to be a big deal. This is February of 2020."
Yeah.
And he said, "This is going to be a big deal. We're going to get you a bunch of hand sanitizer." And we went all around Whittier looking for hand sanitizer, and there was none of it. It was completely sold out. So we had to I had to get it on Amazon. And
There's a lot of preppers in Whittier.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And so that was where I found out. Like I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a for real thing." And then as basically over the next month, things got crazy. And I remember thinking like, my dad was right.
And Whittier's a big deal.
Whittier's a big fucking deal.
It is a touchstone of the culture.
It was ground zero for
And a lot of
COVID.
people don't know that, but it's
People-
big.
It started, that's where the Wuhan lab was in Whittier.
Yes. Well, you know where Fauci's from? Whittier.
Labra.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
You're Belinda. I don't know.
We don't know. That's where Nixon was written.
But yeah, California
Anyway.
Grill, it was nasty. It was family run. So actually, really quick,
Yes.
to your point of why it's loved and hated.
Yes.
Because it used to be run by like the father of the family who ran it really well.
Yeah.
Was a fair businessman. The prices were reasonable. People loved him. He died
Fuck.
because his family were Greek. Not that
He
that's-
died because his family was Greek?
No, hold on. I said that in a weird way. He was Greek. The whole family's Greek. He went back to Greece on a trip. This was like back in like 2000 or something.
Okay.
Went back to Greece, had a dispute with his neighbor about like the property line.
About
and
which goat he was going to fuck.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's a little nasty that you said that.
But it's true.
They had a dispute about the property line and how many goats that he would need to give to get his daughter.
Yeah.
And his neighbor shot and killed him.
Nuts.
And then the restaurant like shut down for a little while, and then it reopened with the wife and the children running it, and they're the worst.
Really?
They suck.
And you know that like personally.
I know that because I worked there for years, so I knew all about this thing.
And they still were running it at that point?
And also one of the daughter or one of the children was like, yeah. Also the details around our father getting killed was like a little shady too. Like they
Weird.
say it was a property line thing, but I kind of think it was like a business thing that went
It
wong.
was a goat thing.
Well, it's kind of a goat thing.
It was kind of a business meets pleasure situation.
Yes. And so then they ran it and it just kind of went like it's still around, like it had enough popularity that it stayed around, but like the quality kind of went down, the prices got ridiculous. They started trying to gouge people, and the family just runs it terribly. They broke every labor law. We never got breaks.
Oh, damn.
Ever.
This place is horrible.
Yeah, we never got breaks. One of my friends found out that they were doing something with like our paychecks where they were like making us log our tips incorrectly so that they had to like pay less taxes and we had to pay more. It was like some weird thing that he figured out. He figured it out. He mentioned it during like to everyone with the staff there. He's like, hey, I noticed something weird about this. Like, can we talk about this? And they were kind of like weird about it. The next day they called him into their office.
Fired him.
For about 5 minutes he was in there. He came out he looked shocked. I go, what happened? They fired me.
Yeah.
He goes, he said, I asked why, and they said, we just don't think you're a good fit for us anymore.
Insane.
Yeah. So that's all I'll say, because I could keep going on it, but that place sucks.
That place does suck. I want to read just a couple reviews and then I want to wrap this up for today.
Please.
There's stuff we didn't get to, so next time you're in town, we'll have to have you back and look top about some more stuff.
I didn't know. Yeah, Whittier, I mean.
There's a lot to talk about.
Crazy.
Here. Who would have thought? 1-star review from 2022. Went to dinner on a Friday evening after work, arrived around 6:30 p.m. This was in early January. The review was written a month and a half later. It was in February of 2022. I was anticipating a crowd and having to wait. To my surprise, not too many people, and I got seated right away. Great! But then waiting and waiting for someone to knowledge us. It says knowledge.
Okay.
So I tell my husband, order me a drink while I go wash my hands. As I'm walking back, I see a waiter chewing food as he walked around. Did you order drinks? No, but I did see a waiter eating food off a plate that he picked up. And guess who walks up to our table and finally asks if we'd like something to drink? Yup, you guessed it.
Konner Kienzle.
Konner Kienzle. Now my husband's in a bad mood. Ugh. That's what it says in the review. We're ready to place our order. We've been sitting here for a long time. How does the waiter reply? Sorry, bro. I'll put your order right in. Why did you say that to these people?
I'm starting to think that you wrote all of these reviews because they sound in your voice in such a way.
Backdating them to February of 2022, knowing the exact
Wait, so
time
that
frame.
was February 2022?
This was, well, they wrote it in February. This was, I guess, happened in January 2022.
I mean, I worked there then.
This could have been you.
I don't think it was me, but here's the thing. I don't think I would have said sorry, bro.
No, you wouldn't have.
And I don't think I would have let them. But the thing is, they never gave us breaks.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean,
So if they were like, if we were like, hey, like I want to eat, they'd be like, okay, well, like you have to wait until your tables are kind of chill, and then go in the corner and you can have a little bite.
that's insane.
So we go over, we like eat a little something, and then while you're eating, the manager would go, hey, your table. The table just got set.
I also have never once cared if I saw a waiter eating, ever.
I mean, I don't think that's good practice for a restaurant.
Sure.
Just in my opinion, I feel like you shouldn't do it. But like in the case for me, it was like they didn't give us breaks, so you would just have to eat whenever you got a second.
Yeah.
And we'd be on our feet. We'd be doing long shifts, understaffed like crazy. It's like go, go, go. So,
And it's basically like the gray area between like pandemic over and like not really.
yes, we had to wear the masks.
Because it came back with like Omicron surge.
Yes,
and
I had a
everything.
mask on. I had a man bun. I mean, it was a mess. I looked like it was a dark time.
It was a mess. And the pandemic was happening.
yes.
You were a mess. I told my husband this young man has issues. Eating food off a plate that someone left. Who knows what's going on in this young man's life? Then something was missing off my husband's plate. Tell him, I just want to get out of here. So my Friday evening meal went south. So I won't be going anytime soon I won't anytime soon suggest to anyone to go eat there. On a good note, nice bathroom remodel.
I do remember when they remodeled the bathroom.
It must have been pretty nice, huh?
People were really talking about it.
1-star review. This is from September 2024. 1 star. Ate here for breakfast. The potatoes tasted odd and ended up getting food poisoning. Had stomach issues for 6 months after.
Oh man.
Places below standard.
Yeah, it's
I personally don't believe this guy had 6 months of stomach issues from eating potatoes.
no. He probably had problems before that.
100% before and after.
But I'm sure something got him sick. I mean, I saw the cooks. I would be in the back kitchen. It was dirty.
Yeah, I'm sure it was nasty.
They were nasty guys.
Damn, that's so suck because when a place is good and it's like reliable and then it goes downhill. Same thing happened in Beaverton, this Italian place that we liked called Ernesto's.
Yeah.
It was like the Italian restaurant in Beaverton and we would like go there like with my grandparents and stuff. And it was always like reliably great. And then every time for like years after I would go leave Beaverton and then come back, it was dog shit.
Yeah, just worse
It
and
just
worse.
got worse and worse. And then finally I found out, I was like, well, maybe we could go there or whatever, like just to get some Italian food. And there, my parent and my dad and my sibling were like, it closed. Straight up, it closed.
I mean, I think this place is on its way to the same fate because
think it is.
because they were so popular, they kind of had this idea
That-
like they didn't need to keep
Yeah.
it up.
They rested on their laurels.
They're like, oh, they'll keep coming back, and it's like, no, they won't.
no, not if it sucks shit.
No, they won't.
I didn't have any reviews for this because they weren't like super funny, but it seemed like a lot of people were like complaining about like the to-go orders. Was that a whole thing there? Was like the to-go order process weird?
Dude, they did this thing because it was COVID and they were trying to make their money and like be greedy. They were doing like the ghost kitchen thing.
Yeah, a lot of people complained about Ghost Kitchen.
Dude, so they had like 5 or 6 different restaurants on like DoorDash, Uber
Yeah.
Eats that did not exist.
Yeah,
They were
they were, like-
technically operating out of California Grill. They
Yeah.
would just sell our food, but it would be like they'd sell breakfast burritos, which was
Right.
on our menu, and it would be like Jose's best breakfast burrito, Whittier. Wasn't a real restaurant.
No, it's just a kitchen.
So they'd be selling those. They would sell Mr. Beast burgers.
Yeah,
They
I
would
saw that.
Yes,
That's nuts.
they would sell like Auntie May's cookies, which was just their shitty desserts they would sell,
Yeah.
and like a bunch of the fake restaurants. And then we would not. So it'd be like Sunday morning. The church crowd was coming. A huge line out the door. We're already slammed. And then on top of that, they're at the same time operating 5 different ghost kitchens.
Insane.
So we would then have like these random guys coming in, DoorDash drivers, who like a lot of them didn't really speak English.
Right.
They would come in and they would just be like, DoorDash.
Dude, the etiquette between DoorDash people and like delivery people to restaurants
Yes.
is insane.
Yeah.
Especially in Southern California.
And they
It's
would come in
nuts.
and they would just start like yelling, and then you try to talk to them, and you couldn't really have an actual conversation. They would just be like, DoorDash, for John, DoorDash.
Yeah.
And you'd just be there, and you'd have a full restaurant, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, it seems insane.
I never want to work in a restaurant again if I can help it.
Well, come on out, guys. We got some interviews for you lined up here. We got some
God.
Carl's Jr., some Rubies. You'll be good.
Oh, God.
You'll have to move back, but it'll be good. 2 more reviews and then we'll get out of here. This is a 1-star review from 3 years ago. We went there for breakfast today and my food was horrible. When I had been served, the food was cold. After complaining about it and asking to heat it up, it tasted terrible. And then there was this dwarf-sized Hispanic dude running and staring at us the whole time. Older employee, in parentheses. He even blocked the exit when we left. He pasted back and forth in front of the exit door. I think he meant paste. Like paste, but it's pasted is
Yeah.
what it wrote. Back and forth from the exit door like a crazy person. Recorded. I recorded it. Minus 5 stars for this stunt. As a European or other foreigner, avoid this place like the plague. Do you know who they're talking about?
I think that was Luis.
Luis?
Yeah.
Shout out to Luis.
Yeah, there were some fun characters working there.
We'll get into it next time. Last review is a 1-star review from 2021 from Yelp. I know this was a takeout order, but come on. Banana nut pancakes, huh? Looks more like a banana shit. Can't believe you guys charged $10 for this. And then this photo. of banana nut
Oh,
pancakes,
God.
which does look bad.
No, it's bad.
Normally, when I read these bad reviews or like any review that's like crazy, I'm like, well, obviously the customer's insane.
Yeah.
With this place, I have a feeling sometimes the customers were like bad and like evil. This place does seem bad though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing real quick,
Yeah.
and then we'll get out of here.
Okay.
I remember one time, as a server, you have to do side work.
Yep.
So before or after your
Marrying
shift,
the ketchup and mustard.
yeah, you have to get the ketchup and the mustard. You have to fill so one of the things I had to do was fill butter cups for
Oh, sure.
for the pancakes.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'd get a big almost like sock like thing that you'd stuff with almost like with icing, but it was with
Yeah,
butter.
yeah, yeah.
And then you'd squeeze it into the cups. I hated the job. It was gross. Your hands would get all buttery. It was disgusting. I remember one time I was doing this and I was just like moping, and then one of the managers, this guy named Rolando, he comes in. He sees me looking kind of down. He goes. He's like, and he was Hispanic. He's like, "Hey, mijo, what's wrong?" And I was like, I'm just having a day, man. And he's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I'm like, "I just hate doing this butter stuff." He's like, "What's your job? Why do you hate it?" And I was like, to be honest with you, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I went to college, man. I went to film school, and I know, I'm just saying, it's upsetting to me
Yeah.
that I'm I did all of that learning and now I'm just filling butter cups, and it's just upsetting. And he's like, "This is your first real job, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You think it's bad?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You want to know my first job?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Back in Mexico, I'd be in the room like this size, and I would there was a hole in the ceiling, and they would drop bodies into it.
Oh.
And then I would take the body, and then I'd move it from that side of the room to that side of the room, and I'd do it for about 8 hours."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not." I was like, I'm gonna stop complaining."
What the fuck was his job?
I don't know,
What
dude.
job is that?
I think it was either like a
Cartel?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I'm not.
Or more something more grilling.
Yes. I was like, okay, you beat me. Your story beats mine. I'm going to stop complaining about how I can't write my little stories.
Kids don't want to work anymore. Kids don't want to work at the body dropping factory anymore.
But yeah, that's California Grill in a nutshell.
Connor,
Dude.
thanks for being here.
This was
awesome.
so fun. I had a
Thank
great
you.
time.
Anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
No, just a meatball rollout show, May 9th.
May 9th?
In LA. Come see it. It's really fun.
I'll be there. We'll see. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye-bye.